goals. Like he had like one
That's
goal a
that's
game.
kid, bro. That's Margin Boo right there,
Goal
fam.
ratio was like a goal a game
Listen,
before he came.
if you know, you know. That's Margin Boo right there, bro.
We live, we live, we live, we live, man. Welcome back to another video, man. Welcome to the Factz podcast. We're back again with another video. All right. As you can see in the title, it says United got their Haaland. I can already tell
Boo.
there's gonna be some opinions about that, and people are gonna be in their feelings about that. Um, and what I think about it, y'all gonna hear my opinions on it a little bit later. But let's get started to the video, man. We're back again with another video. Let me start. We got Fawaz back again, brother. How you feeling, bro?
I'm doing great. I'm looking at this 20-year-old signing. I don't know what we're doing. We need some experience.
Man, shit. I don't even know what Chelsea's doing, man. Every week I see that you guys are signing another player.
It's
And
20-year-olds though. I didn't like. I think Bowley might have some predator
and y'all
issues
keep
with this
signing
season.
and y'all keep signing defenders, bro. Like what's the thing? Like every week Chelsea
Nah,
signing. Like, how many
things
defenders y'all
injured,
got?
isn't it?
He's out for the whole season?
Who
It's looking
Fofana?
like it. It's looking like it.
Yeah, Fofana's out the whole season.
The whole
Yeah,
season?
Looks like
yeah.
maybe
So it
like
looks
we'll
like
come
it.
like around April or May and play like a game or two.
Damn, I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
thought he
it's
was just
looking
out for
like
like
it.
a
Nah, they had a all not press conference, but press statement about it. So it's a big injury.
Mhm.
okay, yeah, I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
thought he was just out for the thing. But no, that's what's up though. But
That's
yeah,
second ACL.
yeah, so and also we got BK back, brother. BK, how you feeling today, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. You know,
Good.
my team, my team beat Barcelona, so you know,
Oh yeah,
well
yeah,
done,
yeah. What
well
was the
done,
score?
lads. 5-3.
5-3?
5-3. Yeah.
I can hear echo, bro. Oh, that's me. Never mind. Yeah. No. How was the game though? I didn't watch the highlights for the
Ah,
Arsenal.
yeah, yeah. Listen, some good goals. You know, Trossard playing well. Listen, I saw the highlights. It was very late for me to watch it,
You
so
still not
I
watching preseason, bro?
no, bro. So it was on 3 a.m. my time, and the game
Yeah.
even got delayed like half an hour or something like that. So it was like 4 a.m. UK. Yeah, I had work in it, so
All right.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I
but I
had to
mean,
just
we
watch the
still we
extent,
still
but it
beat
was
y'all
good.
though. But it's preseason. I'm glad y'all still got
Wait, but wait.
again.
What happened? I swear, was it Jude Bell? Did you? Did
But listen, we'll
if
we'll
if
get
I'm
into
not
that. We'll
mistaken, I don't
we'll,
know.
we'll get
I
into
saw,
that. But
bro.
but
I saw a
particularly,
goal. I saw a fantastic
all,
goal.
all I'm saying is that he scored against a 10-man team, bro. So that don't really count. But we can get into that if you want.
I don't think it was 10 men at that point,
No,
bro.
it was definitely 10 men, 100%.
Nah,
I was there,
when
bro.
Jude scored,
I was there. I was there.
I
I
said,
was
I
there.
was
Look at
there,
my background. I was there. I was there. I was there. Nah, but before we get that video, yeah, but shout out like I mean BK, you live in England, bro. Fawaz, I'm not sure if you got to go to the game, but this is my first time going to see Man United because last season me and MB went to go watch and Rye. Me, MB and Rye went to go watch Man City play. And it was a great experience, but fuck Man
Envy. That was
City.
very distasteful what you did.
What?
What that kit he wore, fam.
Who?
That was so
Yeah. So
that was
MB,
so out of pocket,
yeah, it
bro.
was.
Like,
There were people dissing him on that too. They
oh,
should have beat
good,
his ass.
good.
They should have beat his ass.
Even me, all this far away, I was like, what are you doing? I was like,
Yeah, nah, facts. We got a vlog coming out on that, but just yeah, it should be
love.
coming out soon, man. I gotta edit it. But yeah, we got a vlog on that. There were people calling him out. They should really whoop his
Good.
ass. I would have been in there too, hitting in the back. But yeah, check out for the vlog soon, man. It should be coming out very soon. But nah, it was a good
Yeah,
experience, bro. It was a good experience. See the guy, see the
talk, talk,
boys.
talk to us about that, because I feel like, when you watch your team play live, it's different.
Yeah, it's different. It's different.
There's
Like
certain things you notice that we don't
100%.
see.
I think the big thing is like, first of all, like, when you're watching the game on TV, like the cameras are always focusing on like the actions, like what's happening now, the play with the ball, running. And it's actually better because you just focus on the action itself. But when you're in the live stadium, like there's a lot of things you seeing, bro. You're watching, like you seeing the formations, you seeing the switches, you actually see the whole pitch. You seen the players there. You can look at the manager. But tactically is what I really enjoyed. You can see like the players talking to each other. You can see Varane Martinez was very vocal, and Onana was very vocal for surprising for his first game. You know, directing how the defenders wanted to play. Casemiro also was very vocal in the pitch. Yeah, so like for me, it was a lot of emotion going on because this is my first time like being to like United, so like emotionally I was all over the place. Like I couldn't really like focus on the game itself. And it was just a lot going on, bro. Like I was trying to video record and everything, but
I heard that.
it was still a great experience because
Ooh.
they play a lot. They like the players are faster. And then you can really see who's really talented in the game in live. You can tell by the way they dribble, the way they have the ball. Players that stood out, Camavinga for sure. Jude had moments. They gave him man of the match, but he wasn't really the man of the match. For Real Madrid, should have been Camavinga. Like there's no way. I think they just gave it to Jude because he scored, and you know he's the hot item right now. But there's no way Jude Bellingham should have got the man of the match. Camavinga stood out. Modric stood out a bit. But for me, it was Bruno Fernandes, Luke Shaw, and Losandro Martinez, bro. Those were the hot players. But yeah, there's a vlog coming out on that, so I don't want to talk on it too much. Be on the lookout, you're gonna see it. So yeah, but let's get into the video right now, bro. We got so basically we wanted to talk about 3 players wants to watch on your team right now. So BK, let me come to you first. Well, give us 3 players that you feel like want to watch the upcoming season for Arsenal.
I think that's important. This is fun. So I think this is gonna be like, obviously the idea kind of came from personal. I'm really looking at this season that I think they have to have big season for us. Like honestly, I think the main player for me is gonna be Jesus. Number 1. I think he's the main player that I need to see. Like I think he had a good season last season, but I think obviously him getting injured it wasn't really great, so I can't lie. So I think he's one.
Like you were kind of dissing him though towards
100%. Yeah.
You know, he was
Exactly.
kind of
That's
saying
Princess Jesus
and all that. Yeah,
that's Princess Jesus. Yeah. But listen, I don't say it to be mean. I say it to give him encouragement. You get what I'm saying? Because I did. Yeah, 100%, bro. Listen, prove me wrong. Especially if it's my players. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I want my players to. If there's certain things that I don't really appreciate, like I want you to prove me wrong. But nah, I think him for sure, because I think like we was talking about Haaland, didn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? He's set the standards, isn't it? So
wait, what do you mean by that? Explain.
Haaland set the standards. Oh yeah. Listen, for his first season to get top goal scorer, I think it's a statement. Do you know what I'm saying? Because even and especially the fact that Harry Kane might be leaving the Premier League. Remember that eliminates. It's a spot kind of gone. Obviously, there's going to be strikers coming in and
competition.
Out. Yeah, because in terms of if you saw the Premier League top goal scorer last season, it was Haaland on 30, Harry Kane on 20, and then I don't know how many other strikers got 20 goals or any other players really got 20 goals. I think.
I think I don't know who was third. It might have been
Ivan
Toney, but Rashford and Tony. Rashford was up
like 12 goals or something like that.
Yeah, Rashford was.
No, I'm saying apart from Harry Kane and Haaland, how many other people got 20 goals? I don't more like 20 plus. Sorry.
Let me see if I can find out. You go on. I'm gonna check.
So so like I feel
Haaland had 36. Kane had 30, Tony had 20.
20, and so that's literally right. See what I'm saying? That's a big gap in terms of the top 2 and then top 3 and then the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Yeah, like that's.
But are you like when you said that's the like I don't you trying to say Jesus is gonna come up with those type of numbers? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, not those type of numbers. But I'm saying it's like now that a spot is gone, the amount of goals. So let's say I think for Rossi last season, I'm gonna say he got 13, 14 goals. I would say if I'm just throwing that out there. Yeah, if I'm just throwing for
For
the
the
whole
season,
season,
though, right? Not the Prem.
Yeah.
Ah.
Nah. For the Premier League season, like last season, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Let's say he got 13 goals for us. It's like this season, I need a higher output in terms of goals. Like, listen, I like strikers that score goals. Do you get what I'm saying? So I need you to be hitting 16, 17 if we're gonna challenge again, because you not that you not scoring wasn't good for us, but it was the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, like in certain games we need you to score goals. But he's one. He's the main one, I can't lie to you. I would say him, Saliba, I'm gonna throw that out there because I feel like stay fit, we're cooking for sure. And the third and last player, I'm gonna say it is going to be Declan Rice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say Rice for sure. Oh yeah, I'm watching. Yeah, I have to, bro. Like, he needs to impress and like actually be the difference in midfield, because for a long time we haven't got that solid midfielder, and yeah, I would say for me that's just them three in it. So
your 3 ones to watch is Gabriel Jesus, Saliba, and Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Nah, that's interesting. I mean, I think 2 of those are injury prone, but I don't think personally Jesus got the goals. Like, Jesus has never been a goal scorer. Even at City, he's kind of like that Sterling. Like I felt like they miss a lot of chances, and because of the way Man City play, it adds like 5 goals to their tally in the Premier League, or even like 5, 6 goals, just because of the way City play and how much chances they create. But on their own, outside that City team, they're not really goal scorers. But that's just my opinion. But I've always looked at Sterling and Jesus the same way. But I would say Jesus definitely impressed me when he went to Arsenal, because the start he had was very, very impressive. I was not expecting that type of start from him. I didn't also expect him to score that consistently, but I'll give him credit for that. All right, cool. That's so. Let's go to Fawaz, man. What's your 3 ones to watch for the upcoming season for Chelsea?
Attack has been a problem area for us for like 3 seasons in a row. I think our highest goal scorers have been like Havertz with 7 goals or 6 for like the last 2 or after the seasons. So definitely up top, Jackson and Nkunku.
Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah, like he's really impressed me in this preseason. Is running in behind, the way he fights for the ball. Like, I've not seen a Chelsea striker do that in like a very long, like since like Diego Costa. I don't think I've seen a Chelsea strike. I know people like gonna say, "Oh, it's the next Drogba." Like, that's a common Chelsea thing to say. Like, it's the next Drogba. It's the next. Well, like for once, I do really believe that it's the next Drogba. Like, we say it just for banter purposes sometimes, like saying a player is the next Drogba just for banter. But I do actually see flashes of
these guys crazy.
Flashes of Drogba against Tottenham. I would bullies defender like sits. Like, you remember that goal where Czech played the ball? I don't know if you remember. Czech played the ball to Drogba's chest straight from the goal kick, and Drogba just bullied. I think it was William Gallas or somebody, and just turned and scored like from outside of the box on the half volley.
I think I remember the goal, but I don't know who the opposition was.
It was Tottenham.
Yeah.
I think it was Gallas
Okay.
that was holding back. It was like that, the way he bullies and don't give up on the ball. Like, I've seen flashes of that. Like, obviously he needs to improve more, like to be considered like Drogba level. It's not quite there yet, but that's something I've not seen on the Chelsea striker in a long time since Costa, fighting for the ball, like actually running after defenders who like if you have defenders in the Premier League playing around in their box, Havertz just like does not really like. He's he's a technical guy. He's not a strength guy. He's not gonna run after you, try to win the ball, or like I'll push you or anything like that. But like,
You saying Kai Havertz?
Kai Havertz, yeah, he's
Okay,
not gonna do
yeah.
that for you. He's a technical guy. He's not a
Yeah.
strength ball. Jackson has showed is always willing to run in behind. Once a midfielder gets the ball, just keep an eye on him. Is running straight in behind. If the defender is playing with the ball in the box, it runs after them, try to get the ball. It might foul you. It might be a foul. But you see the intent there. You see the intention. It's not just it's not a Lukaku waiting for the ball to come to his feet or just waiting for service. It's actually going to get service, and it's not Havertz in terms of that he does not have the strength to deal with the Premier League. Like as a striker, as a striker up front, you need like the West Ham guy. What's his name? Antonio. He's not Antonio is not a bad striker, but he plays against your team, and you're scared of how physical it's gonna be against the defender, because you know he's gonna stay tight to your defender. If he gets one chance to roll around them, it's gonna bully defenders, things like that.
Wasn't Biggie comparing Antonio to like Kane one time? You were putting him up there with one of the best strikers.
I don't think it is.
One of our previous.
I don't think it is.
Antonio and West Ham.
Oh yeah, he's a bagsman, you know.
He's a bagsman. He's physical. You need that in the Premier League. You need somebody to bully defenders in the Premier League.
There's enough goals to be listed with one of those. But Antonio is like,
bro, he's like 32, bro. At best, bro, leave him alone. He's like 32, man.
I wouldn't compare him. I wouldn't go as far as compare him to Kane, but it does bully defender, which is like as a striker in the Premier League. If you're not like all around, like Jesus running around, interplaying and everything, you gotta be physical. With Jackson is physical, and it's my African brother gonna root for him. So
yeah, in fact, he's one of our. Well, I think he's originally from Gambia, but I think he plays for Senegal. So
he plays for Senegal, right?
Yeah, he plays for Senegal because I think yeah, but there's even some Gambian people that say they went to school with him and everything. So now shout out to him. I'm personally supporting him, bro. I think it'd be dope. It'd be dope.
It's actually impressed me. Because I think we were sitting here like a couple of months ago saying, "Do Chelsea really did us? Like, can Chelsea go to the season with Jackson as the main striker? I think like, do we need like Osimhen or something?" I don't think it was going to spend 150 million for Osimhen this season anymore with the way like it's played in preseason.
Napoli priced him out of a move.
With the way it's played in preseason, right? With the way Jackson has played in preseason, I don't think it's worth going out and spending 150 million on Osimhen. I think stay with him. If the hype kind of dies down towards like January, get me Tony or somebody to compete with him, because Tony's gonna be off his band by then. And
let me ask you this though, like what, like are you not worried that this is just preseason? Because you know we've seen teams that are playing well in preseason, but like not really perform when the season starts.
Right, but it's the style of play. You can't see if my team loses in preseason, I don't care, or if they win, I don't care. It's the style of play. What you see, like what they're trying to do, and it can like every time a midfielder gets the ball, just keep an eye on Jackson. He's on the move. He's on the back of the next defender, and if you always do that with the way Enzo, and that's gonna be my third player, Enzo. With the ball over the top that he plays a lot, it's gonna be and Jackson is fast, not as fast as Modric, but it's fast. It can like it's called a goal in preseason where he ran like from the back of the defender. It's pretty quick too. So it's the style of play, and it's not like it's playing against Chinese players or something. It's actually playing against Premier League opponents. So I think he held his own.
Really, he scored 2 goals in 2 games, right?
Right.
Yeah. So
right.
I think he's doing all the right thing. And
it's not even about like the goals. Yeah, we need someone to score goals for us, but just his style of play. It's been a while. Chelsea has had that as a striker. Somebody ready to bully the defender, ready to run behind the defender. Yeah. We've played with a false 9 for like 2-3 years now, and our highest goal scorer has been 7 throughout the season. So that obviously that has not worked.
I do think that the it's too early to compare him to Drogba, but that's just my
Nigga, that is what I said. I said like I know like we make it banter to say, oh, it's the next Drogba. I'm not saying I've saying I've actually seen flashes of this, like the style of play is actually closer to Drogba than anybody else would say, oh, it's the next Drogba. Like every
no.
black striker at Chelsea, you're gonna say it's the next Drogba. That's how it is. You're gonna say the next Drogba. But I've actually like Lukaku was like he's the next Drogba. Lukaku does not play like Drogba.
Yeah, nah, he was the first one that was big.
But this dude actually do play like Drogba, like bully defenders, run behind defenders, hold the ball. He actually do play a little bit like Drogba. So I'm looking forward.
Who's your next one?
Oh, Nkuku. So everything is gonna be attacking for me because our defense, is okay. We are like the third best defense last season, so I'm not too worried on the defensive side. I'm more worried about injury on that part. But in attack again, Nkuku, I'm looking forward to him playing in the Premier League too. He's shown some flashes too. It's he has some nice tackles, just like Felix, but with actual end product, not just dribbling players and not knowing what to do with it. So definitely looking actually that partnership of Nkuku and Jackson. Nkuku plays some really nice pass. Jackson knows how to run behind. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the growth. They've not played together so much. I don't think they've played a whole match together, even in preseason. They're always coming off for each other. They've played like maybe like 20 minutes together. I'm looking forward to seeing Nkuku playing behind Jackson as like a 10 behind, or maybe like a second striker behind him. And then the last one is Enzo Fernandez. Just pretty much with Enzo, I think I need somebody to complement him. I know what he can do, but I need someone to complement him. I need somebody because he wants to go forward, so I need somebody that's gonna stay behind, like I said, to complement his style of playing. Because playing him in a double pivot with Gallagher means he would have to stay back and Gallagher would have to go front. And that is not his strength. It's not a defensive midfielder. So even if we don't get, like I said, get me somebody that is defensive minded that can allow Enzo to actually go forward and play those over the top passes that he likes to play and things. So we saw flashes of that last season in the 6 months. What you can see is always cautious of going too far because he knows it's the last midfielder before the defender. So he's always like cautious of going too far because he was playing a 6th position.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to somebody actually complimenting him so he can be free.
Real quick, my bad. I'm over here at work, but real quick, I wanted to say something real quick. I hate when fans be like, oh, this is the next Drogba, the next Haaland, all of this nonsense. Nicholas Jackson is not the next Drogba. Nicholas Jackson is the next Nicholas Jackson. When they stop all this, he's the next Drogba, next Haaland. Niggas be like, oh, Hajilan is the next Haaland. Nigga, Haaland is 22. How can he be the next Haaland? And Haaland ain't even Haaland yet. That makes no sense. Let people be who they are. Nicholas Jackson is the next Nicholas Jackson. And I gotta go.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Haaland is better.
We shall see. We shall see. We shall see.
He couldn't even look at the camera and say that. You have to look away.
Nah, I'm just showing.
We'll see. No,
hold on. So your three was Enzo Fernandez, Nkuku, and Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that's fair. Me, United. Personally, I'm gonna say Onana is one to watch. I'm not even these are not even like these are good things. These are just like if it goes bad, it's gonna be shit. If it goes good, then it might go well. So Onana's one to watch, and strictly because like I feel like anytime you change a goalkeeper, like it's a potential. Like goalkeepers is a hard position to replace. And if you have a good goalkeeper, someone that you actually won titles with, and you replace him, it's always a 50-50 chance that the goalkeeper may not work. Because once that goalkeeper comes in, especially like the way Onana plays, high risk football and coming out, once you make a couple mistakes, man, the fans might start getting on you. Even the players may not trust you. I've seen some goalkeepers where you can feel like the defenders don't really trust them in the back, where the communication will have issue, where the goalkeeper would say my ball, but then the defender would just go in ahead it because they don't trust him, or they will have a chance to pass it back, but they don't trust him with their feet, or to make a mistake and not give it to him. And I'm not just talking about De Gea. It wasn't even De Gea. It was like we had reserve goalkeepers where you could tell the defenders were not comfortable with them, or even look at that Liverpool final when they had their what was their second hand? Yeah, exactly. You can tell that the team doesn't trust them. So there's a lot. Onana's coming in with a lot of hype. Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about his ball work, but for me, a goalkeeper needs to be able to make crucial saves in every second of the game. You know what I'm saying? You need to be focused. You need to be assertive, and yeah, playing from the feet is an added bonus. But first, can you make saves? And I'm not yet certain that Onana can do that just yet. So I think he's one to watch. The second one, I'm gonna go Kobe Mainu.
I don't. Can you say Kobe Manu is really injured for like the whole season now?
Nah, I don't know if he's injured. They haven't put a timeline on it. He had an ankle injury, so it's not like, because I think Ahmad had an injury too, but he was back training with, I think, like the next week. Mainu, I think he's still. I don't know if he has to go to surgery. I'm not sure yet, but it's not something that. Hopefully it's not. I don't know yet, but hopefully it's not. Hopefully he can still start this. Like if he doesn't start the first game, by the international break he should be back. And if that's the case, I hope Ten Hag keeps a spot for him in the team. Because I think the kid is good, man. The kid is good enough to at least be able to have a chance to come in when there's injuries or when there's a need for it. I liked him so far, and I want to see that rotation of kids coming in from the academy products coming into the first team. So for me, I like the way he plays. He's aggressive. He's not afraid to grab the ball. He's not afraid to even go up in high position. Because I think if you look at the game he scored against Arsenal, like he was key parts of both goals. I think the Bruno one, he gave the assist. And if you look at the position, he grabbed the ball and he was in right wing. And he was playing a defensive mid, like that was really his position. Or, sitting there with I don't think he was playing with Casemiro. I don't know who was Mount, possibly. I'm not sure, but he was one of the midfielders, but he grabbed the ball in the right wing position and then feed it to Bruno. So he's comfortable in different positions. So yeah, speedy recovery. I hope it all goes well for him. But it'll be one to watch for United and for the academy product. Say it again.
Oh no, go on. I'm just trying to show you.
And the last one for me is gonna be Bruno, man. It's gonna be Bruno Fernandes. I think if Bruno Fernandes has a good season for us this year, then I think you're gonna see a completely different United, bro. I think you're gonna
Bruno has always had a good season for.
Yeah, but I feel like last season, like he had a good season, but his numbers were not that great, because I feel like with Eriksen coming into the team, they played well together, and they both did separate things in the team. And he had a good season, but I felt like he didn't have as much help. So I think with all the new signings, everything we're doing, I think if Bruno gets the help he needs, we're gonna have a really great season. Now this Haaland kid, he hasn't even. I mean, Fabrizio gave the here we go, but we haven't really. I haven't really seen him in the sign the shirt. And personally, I've only seen highlights. I've also watched a tactical video of it where they were showing some of the things he needs to work on. And I'm not completely sure about this. I'm not completely sure about the kid just yet. His goal record is not like crazily impressive. He's young. You can see the talent. You can see what Ten Hag wants from him. You can see how Ten Hag is going to use from him, and you can see with the support that United can give him with like people like Bruno, Casemiro, and having the Rashfords behind him. You can see how it can work, but I'm not just yet sold yet. I'm not sold yet. He has to show it to me. He has to show it. And United, anytime we haven't, our signings have been hit and miss. So the Haaland kid, you're gonna have to show it. So if my 3 ones to watch would be Onana, Bruno Fernandes, and Kobe Mainu, man. That would be my pick. Lulu, you here? All right. Well, it's kind of.
Is he not here?
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, so let's kind of I want to kind of talk about transfers as well, though, man. Like we were talking about this before the pod. I saw that like BK, you guys are going for David Raya.
Mhm.
Like how,
I
like
like that.
Yeah, make me understand that actually.
yeah, like explain that because like
What
I
is gonna
felt like
happen?
your keeper is one of your best players. So for you to sign another first team keeper again, it's kind of like what's going on?
I don't know, but listen, it's got. I can't lie, it's competition, isn't it? So I don't know. It's a weird one. I don't know if I'm gonna wait and actually like see if he actually does come because sorry, one minute, bruv, it's late here. Nah. So I'm thinking if he actually does come, then it's a sticky one because if he comes, I don't think he's gonna start straight away. But now it's a situation if he does start for us and he keeps his position, what happens with Ramsdale to I don't know.
I mean,
It's the weird one because I like Ramsdale, innit? Like I'm all right with him in goal. So, but you know, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Do you want the
It's a
transfer
weird
to
one.
happen? Would you feel like it's
Yeah,
something
oh
that you guys
yeah.
need to get yourself into?
Nah, if you say to me that we
Your
will get
legs up.
him for like 30 mil, then yeah, man, bring it on still. 25. Hey, if they tell us 25 mil,
no, Brentford are letting their first choice goalkeeper go for that though.
yeah, but he has 1 year left on his deal. So either get 20 mil now or he leaves on a free next year.
Yeah, no, I'm skeptical about that. I mean, I didn't think that Ramsdale because it's not like you could sign a second like an up and coming goalkeeper. You can sign a goalkeeper
Yeah.
that's kind of like towards the end of their career, but to sign someone at the pump and who's someone like who can possibly replace a Ramsdale, that to me is kind of like what you're doing. Because again, like I said, like that, I don't personally, in my opinion, I don't think the goalkeeper position is something that you need to be interrupting. I think that if you have a solid goalkeeper, you need to just continue with him because if Raya comes in and Ramsdale is doing well, it's not like you're gonna play Raya this week, play Ramsdale next week. You're most likely gonna play Raya the second goal, whoever the second goalkeeper eventually becomes is gonna play the cup games. So
I mean, they did
I don't see it.
sign. Didn't Arsenal sign Ramsdale when Lino was like first choice too?
Yeah.
So Ateta might have something that's going for. I don't know.
But why did that happen though? Like Leno had to leave.
No, Leno didn't. He just replaced
No,
Leno.
he didn't have to leave.
He didn't have to leave. He just replaced
Well,
Leno.
if you have two goalkeepers that are like that feel like they could be number one, there's no way they're gonna stay. Goalkeeper position is not like a defender or a striker where you can change
No,
first half,
yeah.
second half, and bring that. You only have
No.
one number one goalkeeper.
Bro.
Unless Ramsdale unless one of the two goalkeepers enjoys being on the bench, there's no way you're gonna have
No.
one goalkeeper,
Bro.
like two keepers.
No one.
It's never happened.
Listen.
Like you can't tell me any
No.
club that's
Yes,
had it.
yes.
Okay,
Just
I'm
listen.
listening.
Are we not forgetting when at the moment, because remember, this is all moments in football. When Mendy joined Chelsea, at a point, you could ask some Chelsea fans, and they'll tell you they have two good goalkeepers. They could, obviously.
Not me.
No,
Because I've only pocketed a share of Kepa.
No, but like I understand he's in a quiet taste, Kepa, but like you lot was like, oh, we got Kepa who was decent or good or whatever. Mendy came in and he played well, and obviously what happened, it didn't work out, whatever. But for us, it's a situation. If you think about it, if we have Aaron Ramsdale or the David Raya, yeah, they come in. They try to fight for that number one spot, and whoever makes it, makes it. The other person now has to kind of think, okay, how many seasons am I going to stay here? How long do I want to try and take that number one spot and it's competition? But in that meantime, hopefully what that could do for us, it will make them a lot better players because they're both competing for a number one spot. And in the short term, who knows? A team can come in and might want any one of those two players, and we might be able to sell one of the, like, at the end of the day, I don't know why.
I feel like you're trying to make a. I don't think you.
No.
You're trying to make an.
I was literally about to say I don't know why we're going for a number one goalkeeper, but I'm here for it. Like I'm here for it, honestly. Like especially Raya, who I actually think he's a good goalkeeper, and I think I've mentioned it even before you lot go no, and I was like, bro, like this guy, he's a good goalkeeper. Like
let me ask you this: Do you think is it creating more problems than it's helping the team?
No, it's not creating any problems.
You know what I'm thinking, though.
So
why is he creating?
Wait, go ahead.
This is just my opinion. I don't know what was going to Arteta's head, but this is just my opinion. I really do think is because you can see from the pattern of buying, they're not buying any second player. They're buying like people who, like when Saliba got injured, it derailed Arsenal's whole season. If
we had Rob Holding having to come and back.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think Arteta's trying to buy players that wouldn't be a backup if one of the stuff was to get injured. Trying to buy players that can actually like fit in that role, even if you lose one of the players. Because the way they've been signed, they've not been signing any, this is gonna be a backup role. They've been signing first team players as backup. So I think it's kind of like it's not a panic buying, but more of a like I don't want. We don't want a repeat of last season where one injury derailed the season.
It's like even for us, if Ramsdale got injured now, and we had to play Matt Turner for the rest of the season. Matt Turner's good, but he's not. I ain't seen enough of him from when he has played to say I can back it up. But if the David Raya is there, I've seen enough from him from Brentford from last season, whole season before that, because they've been there 2 years. I'm like, okay. And apparently he was good in the championship. I didn't watch him, but when I spoke to people who watched the championship, some of them, his name was one that was mentioned. So I was like, you know what? And if he's coming in for competition, listen. Yeah. Because listen, if you're telling us that we have to win the league, so hopefully we're making signings that could help us do that.
I'm gonna come to that. We got a comment.
I'm hoping
that is what I'm thinking.
Hold on, Fawaz. We got a comment in the chat. SC said Chelsea need a keeper more than Arsenal. I don't know who SC is.
They do.
We do.
I agree with that. But yeah, sorry to cut you, Fawaz. But I think that you're just trying to, again, I don't think there's no way, like, the goalkeeper position is not the one you want to mess with, right? I understand, like, to come to what Fawaz was saying that like Arsenal are buying players that are just like starters, pretty much there to help.
To help, no.
Basically, they're to play. Like he's not just looking for second string. And with like the Saliba thing is different. Like again, like in a squad, you could have multiple positions, like you can have multiple defenders and you can rotate them in and out and keep the competition. The goalkeeper position is not one you do that. Like you can never show me where you have goalkeepers that you're bringing in and out. You always have your number one. If you have two number ones, it's always going to be an issue. Like one of them's going to want to start, and then they're going to make you have a decision. And if you look at all the teams, eventually you're going to have your number one keeper, whoever that is. Man United had it with Sergio Romero. But Romero helped us win the European League. But guess what? The number one is still David De Gea. But Sergio Romero was okay with being in that second string position. He was okay in that position. Now, if David Raya is coming in and he's going to be okay being in that second position, fine. Or if Ramsdale is okay.
No, he's not.
If he's okay with being that.
Okay, no. But then you see what you're saying. It makes absolute sense, because if they both have that, if they both say, I'm not here to be second choice, why won't they play well to actually not be second choice. And then it literally makes them like, oh, you have to understand. If you're telling me that these players will not want to be second choice, then what do you have to do? Fight or flight?
Right, but
Like,
the question is, when are you gonna get a chance to test a goalkeeper? You don't change goalkeepers every week.
no, you don't. But remember, goalkeepers, the only time you change your goalkeeper is when they make certain mistakes. And you see, when you talk about like, oh, you don't change your goalkeeper because you're used to, like, not even you, we are all used to having a starter and a backup goalkeeper. But if it's a situation where you have, well, think about it. If Aaron Ramsdale, he knows he is number one. He is. But if he sees David Raya there just plotting, just saying, bro, if you slip up, I'm here to take it. He has to either play well or drown. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. And
so what happens if he's playing well and Raya's not getting any games now? He's only getting cup games.
But that's the thing. He won't only get cup games. Like,
so he's gonna Ramsdale's gonna be subbed out in Premier League games, and Raya's gonna play.
Okay. In a Premier League game, there's 38 matches. If you want to split, if you do main goalkeeper and second choice goalkeeper, you could literally split it. You could do
so 38 games divided by 2 is what you're saying.
No,
19 games.
No one's saying no, I didn't say divided by 2. I'm
saying
that your main goalkeeper will probably get 25 games and your second
did
choice
I freeze
keeper.
or did you freeze?
No, you froze because I was speaking, but yeah. Like your main goalkeeper could get 25 plus, and your other goalkeeper could get 8 games in the season if he is a choice number 1. But then you also include the cup games that we're going to play, the early group stages of the Champions League, and all of those games, and the cups that hopefully we can get and try and win one in it. You can't say it. So if that's the situation, someone has to.
All right. Okay, I hear me. My bad. My internet was out.
Yeah, no, we can hear you now. No, I'm just saying. Listen, like I said, I don't know why we're going for him, but if we can get him for a cheap and apparently, then I'm here for it, bro.
And you don't think this is gonna disrupt your season?
Nah.
With 2 keepers.
No, I don't think it's going to. I don't, because David Raya, if David Raya get benched, it doesn't have influence in the team to disrupt the team. If Ramsdale get benched, that might disrupt the team a little bit because Ramsdale kind of has an influence on the Arsenal.
We got another comment.
But that's the thing though. With David Raya, I feel like he could, like, from the skill set that I've seen from him, I think, okay, if he came in, he could play for us. Like, he's not a bad goalkeeper. Like, I don't know if
no one's denying it's a bad goalkeeper, but I think you're kind of like, bro. There's no way that you have 2 goalkeepers. You keep changing your goalkeepers mid-season back to forth. It doesn't happen. It's not like it won't happen. You're gonna pick one.
It's not like a tactics thing where you be like, oh, this opposition requires this player.
Yeah, like I don't see that. I don't see that happening. Personally, for me,
bro,
I don't see it happen. But
I mean, Chelsea did kind of do it with Mendy and Kepa, because whenever we played all those teams like Brighton that would shoot from outside the box, it was always like Mendy and goal because Kepa ain't saying shoot from outside the box.
But that wasn't intentional, right? You guys are looking to replace Kepa with Mendy. Mendy had a great season, but then after ever since Sancho did made him shake, he started to shake. He started to just have his season started to deteriorate. So it wasn't like an Arsenal situation where Arsenal are happy with their number 1 and then going to get someone else.
I don't know. Looking at what Arsenal fans are saying online, I don't know if people are not happy with Ramsdale actually.
Do you know what? I've seen that. He's right. I've seen that. And for me, I don't get it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm happy for him to make his mistakes in preseason.
Right, that's what he considers too many easy goals.
I think Ramsdale was like top 3 Arsenal players last season.
I think the one thing about Ramsdale I want him to get better at, and it's something very small, but it's saving penalties. I'm yet to see this guy save a penalty, so And I know that's mad for me to, but it's like for me, the rest, like, yeah. A goalkeeper, like it's hard being in goal, man. Listen, I have to stick up for goalkeepers. It's hard being in goal.
SC said in the chat, you're not winning the league.
Then I guess we're not. Like, but
listen, you can't say that. This isn't I've never
bro.
Listen,
that person has his own opinion. He said Arsenal not winning the league.
Bro, listen,
you can't. This isn't
and you know, I sent that clip in the chat, right, where Jesus was talking about how you guys lost because of your mentality, and I was saying that before the season.
Wait, are you mad? Like, how did we lose because of our mentality?
The player said that.
No, he didn't say that.
Was injured.
No,
Saliba was injured.
He literally said, "Oh, that's what I'm trying to say. If you're gonna say what he said, don't lie on a man's name." The man said he lost it. We lost it because in moments they felt nervous. So how is that man saying that we lost it because of mentality? Bro?
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
I just like it. You're translating it the wrong way because it didn't say it was their mentality was bad. It was just saying City had a strong will than more stronger than just because somebody's stronger than I am doesn't mean I'm weak. They're just
you're weaker than that person. You're weaker than that person.
They're just stronger than I am. Don't make me weak.
That's fair.
Don't make me have a weak mentality.
No, but
it means that you're weaker than that person.
Bro,
City is stronger than everybody.
But Mama, let me stop you there because there's people out there in life that have a stronger mentality than you. Does that make you a weak-minded person? No, it doesn't.
I'm second to them.
That's just City has a stronger mentality than
if you're competing with someone like and mentality.
Okay,
but you know what I'm trying to show you. It's the same conversation I was trying to tell you that like
no, you're not.
When the running comes in, that you know. And the way you was Arsenal fans, I'm talking Arsenal fans in general, the way they were looking at the running and the way they weren't really confident in it, it was just like, yo.
Nah, it's like getting shaky after that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was like. Y'all were already nervous and y'all didn't believe in y'all team that could do it. There was no belief that y'all were gonna do it. And I
don't agree with that. Arsenal fans were cocky on Twitter. They were going mad on Twitter.
People be saying everything on Twitter. Anyone saying no on Twitter. But when you sit down and have a conversation with an Arsenal fan, like if you sit down and have a proper conversation with them, you could tell that they didn't believe, bro. They were
like 8 points ahead or something, but they were not saying they still had 2 games against City. I was like, you remember you still had 2 games against City, but you're only 8 points ahead?
That's my take on it.
I don't
feel like y'all had any belief.
I do think that the Saliba injury did. Because after the Saliba injury, they went on like 3 games where they drew. Where they should have won.
About that, but somebody...
It was like a 2-2, 3-3. And
we gotta look
those games had bad defensive error too.
We gotta look into that Saliba stat. Because somebody gave me a stat that they were losing even with Saliba. They started losing with Saliba. Nah,
those 3 games that was like a draw, which was turning point. It was right after Saliba got injured.
That's when Saliba got out, right? But the losing started with Saliba. So we gotta check that.
I don't think it did. It was like
I was also on that Saliba.
It was like the West Ham game, the Southampton game, where the Southampton game they considered like 2 goals in like 5 minutes, and all that thing was a defensive error. That which I think with Saliba wouldn't have happened. Like. And they had to come back from behind.
Are you listening?
I didn't see them lose with Saliba. That's what I'm saying. I don't know where you got that.
So, Bigger, did you guys lose with Saliba or not? Because don't make me check. Because somebody put
with Saliba, nah.
So you're saying that before Saliba's injury, y'all weren't losing games?
Nah, I'll say we were drawing a lot of games, but I think we might have lost Everton. That might be the one game we lost.
So it started with Saliba for a while. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like
no, but losing one game against Everton is not the start of the downfall, bro.
If you're going for the title, and
Faz, you're mute.
And you're going back-to-back draws, I think that is true.
But that's not losing. Drawing isn't losing, bro.
But if you're going for the title, that's what I'm saying, bro.
You draw games.
Put it in context. If you're going for the title, you keep drawing, don't you? And on the person you and the other.
Yeah, but then
don't you lose? But
remember, when he was there, we was drawing and winning. When he wasn't there, we
What
was
was City,
drawing and losing.
what was City doing when you guys were drawing with Saliba? Were they drawing as well, or were they winning games?
They won, but we were winning games too, fam.
When you guys were drawing with Saliba, City was winning the games,
Bro,
right?
but listen, okay. And when certain points in the season when City were drawing or losing games, we were winning. Your argument isn't. It's gonna like it's.
Nah.
It makes yeah
no,
because
you can
you're
twist it
picking
that
a
way.
point. No,
No,
because you've picked
You're
a point
going for
in
the
season.
title. At that point in the season, you're
but
going for the title or not?
But what you're doing is taking a 3-4 game period where I'm talking to you about 10, 11, 12, 13 games after his injury. Like you're talking about 2, 3 games, 4 games where we drew one and then drew, rather than looking at the games that followed after where
So
we
when
were
did
drawing, losing.
Saliba get injured? When did Saliba get
Okay,
injured?
so let's go. Arsenal schedule last season, right?
He got injured the second leg against
So according
Sporting.
to transfer market, his injury started March 16th, 2020.
When we played Sporting, yeah.
March 16th, right?
March 16th, right? So look at this.
Matches from
in
last
January,
season.
This is when Arsenal really started to fumble, right? So in January, they lost. Never mind. January they lost to City in that's FA Cup. So y'all lost to Everton in February.
So
right?
so the whole of January we didn't lose a game.
So
Saliba played in the Everton game where y'all lost.
Yeah, right? That's what I said.
Yeah, drew against Brentford.
Okay.
And Saliba also played.
Okay, we should have won that game. And remember that Brentford. No, listen, that Brentford game. No, relax.
Talking about,
because wait a minute. No, because what you're saying. Because think about it. But that Brentford game. Remember, that was when he scored an offside goal and they didn't draw the lines, and my man even got fired for it. Like that was a controversial game. But we
want to say that, yeah, you moved.
I said that.
No, see, this is what I'm
like,
saying.
bro, we gotta go with the fact because at the end of the day, you could all this.
Okay, we drew.
Win the title.
We drew.
Yeah, like
okay, go on.
We talk about not winning.
Yeah,
so
but
so
wait.
You lost again.
This is when.
Let me just finish this. You drew against Brentford. Saliba played, and next you got City. Let me see if Saliba played. Saliba played, and y'all lost.
Yeah. Right? Okay.
You drew against Sporting, and I'm guessing that's where it is. So
but wait. Okay, so we see you went January, February, March. So remember that was in 3 months with Saliba, we lost 2 games. Drew, and then we drew 2 games in 3 months with Saliba.
So if I make the statement that Arsenal's downfall started with Saliba, is that an incorrect statement?
Yes, because if you count the amount of games we played in those 3 months, it's a positive return. If we played 8, bro, what do you mean? If we played like what? A game a week, that's 4 games. You do the math. Like if it's 3 months, yeah, how much is that? That's 12 games. And in 12 games, we drew 2 and lost 2. So we won 10. No, maths is wrong.
This kind of just shows.
So we won 8. Right? So we won 8.
What you're doing kind of showcase what I'm saying, because everything I'm saying is right. If you're going for the title, it just doesn't depend on what you do. You also have to consider the person that's behind you, because you're going for the title.
Yeah, but when Saliba,
what I'm trying to say is that Arsenal were on this trajectory, but then even with Saliba, you guys started to lose ground, and then City tried to catch up on you guys.
But when we had Saliba, we were 9 points clear or something like that.
Yeah, my argument was that.
But you started the period with Saliba.
We didn't.
See, the argument
games you lost and drew with Saliba.
Wait. The argument here is not deterioration or no. Is that the games against West Ham, Southampton, and Liverpool, which was a back-to-back draws, 2-2, 2-2, and 3-3, the goals Arsenal considered that game was actually defensive errors that Saliba wouldn't have made, but Odin made. That's what I'm saying.
You're looking at it from that perspective.
Say they win one of that game, they're still in for the title.
You're saying that defensive errors All
I think
right.
the big one for me was Liverpool.
The way,
but
the
yeah.
way, the way, the way you win the league is points, bro. No one cares about defensive error. I mean,
That's
all
what
that
I'm saying.
league
So
is,
if
no.
Saliba was in the Odin role and those defensive error wasn't made, they would have
So what
won
happened? So what
Liverpool.
happened?
They
So
would
what?
have won West Ham. They would have won Southampton. That's 9
Easy.
points.
So what? So
Easy.
like, bro, no, I'm not buying that, bro.
That's
I'm
9
not buying
points,
that.
which they got
I'm
3
not
from.
buying
That's
that.
6-point difference.
I'm not buying that, bro. I'm not buying that because even with Saliba, they started to deteriorate with Saliba, bro.
That's not deterioration. They won after that game. They won like since January. They win like 3-2. They won against Man U. They beat Tottenham. They beat
We beat
Brentford or
Newcastle
something.
away. Beat Newcastle
It's not.
away.
It's not like it's that they were playing really well with Saliba in the team.
We beat Aston Villa.
And when Saliba, that is what I'm saying. It's not even about the quality of the match or whatever. It's those 3 specific games back to back. I remember because it was going crazy on Twitter about how much influence Saliba had on the team. And it was because those 3 games had defensive errors that Rob Odin actually led to go. And Rob Odin wouldn't be playing if Saliba was in the team. So by my calculations, if it's a draw and there was no defensive error for the other team to score, they would have won those 3 games.
Now that's your opinion.
Which is 9 points, and they only got 3 from, which is 6 points difference.
Bro,
my thing with the mentality still stands.
Let me ask you this, yeah. Like those games that we lost with Saliba, it was 2 losses. It was 1-0 to Everton. But like we lost 1-0, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? We should. I wish we left there with a draw in it. That would have been good for them, like how we was feeling. And then the other game we lost to, who ended up being the Premier League champions.
City. A loss to City was like whatever.
Like, no, I listen.
Okay,
though,
cool.
I didn't. We didn't win the Premier League as well, so we lost. So
no, cool.
What I'm just trying to say is that, like, with the mentality of it, right? Like, I'm not just buying that Saliba was the only issue that's why y'all lost the penalty. The mentality is with that is like, I didn't feel that Arsenal truly believed they were gonna do it. Like, I always felt like y'all were there trying to win it on vibes. I said that numerous times on the pod. And then
what did Jesus say after?
The reason, huh?
In that Jesus interview, what did he say straight after he said that he felt that they were nervous?
And it's the way if you listen to what he was saying, it was basically like Man City had that like we didn't like they were like basically they didn't believe, like there was not that belief. They were the mentality was
okay. And then what did he say after?
What did he say after? I don't know. You tell me.
You see what I'm saying? No, but you see what I'm saying. So you didn't watch the whole interview. You just saw.
It did say it started with Saliba getting injured. He talked about Saliba being injured has been one of the big reasons that we're not in the title race.
No, it's not even that. He was talking about Jesus' quotes, but he's only seen what Jesus said in 5 seconds rather than the whole thing. Because in the whole interview, he says, "But now, guess what? We're a year older. We saw what we could do next season."
Yeah. I mean,
that's but that's the thing, bro. Are you not forgetting like that? My man can speak how he's feeling and be honest about it, and self-evaluation, accountability, bro. What you need in some of your ballers in some occasions. Like
I'm highlighting this because I was saying that when it was happening live 4K, but you were denying it. That's why I'm bringing it up.
No,
I understand everything.
No.
But when it was happening,
if you say to me, bro, "Oh, your players felt nervous," I could hear that. But you were saying your players are weak-minded, they're weak mentality. No, bro. Like those words.
So this is a direct quote of what he said, of what Gabriel Jesus said regarding the injury. He said, "When Saliba plays, we concede few goals, and when he doesn't play, the number of goals considered increases. When I got injured, Nketiah replaced me very well, and we signed Trossard to keep the pace. But when Saliba got injured, it got complicated." So even they agree.
Is he calling his teammate holding shit?
Holding his shit.
You're
making it seem like it's mind-boggling.
Ablaye talks about it like he's one of the best defenders.
That's him.
That's why I don't know.
He likes him. That's one of his players that he likes.
Odin,
and I get it.
Odin is slow, can't turn his body, can't position himself right.
He's a backup dancer, man. Always backing up on players, giving them space. What the hell is that? Like, don't even get me started, fam. Like, please. Man said Rob Holding, you know. Man sitting here telling me we're going away to City with Holding defending for us, fam. And then but you want to come to me, tell me why you not buying this?
I mean,
you man go to City with Harry Maguire and your back.
Didn't Liverpool lose the league?
Don't play Lissandro. Don't play. No, hold on. Don't, when you lot go City away, don't play Lissandro. Go play Harry Maguire, fam.
I trust Maguire, bro. Shout out to Maguire. But talk to us about Arsenal, man. How y'all feeling now? But now you let's say you get Raya and it doesn't interrupt your squad. Who have y'all signed so far? You got Rice, Kai Havertz. You know,
Timber. Yeah, man.
Timber.
Walk me through the starting 11 for your like typical starting 11 next season. I really don't know what Arsenal got right now.
I feel like the Kai and Raya is like adding extra headaches, but it's not really. I don't.
Like I said, I think his mindset is if somebody gets injured, it wants somebody that's gonna slow right in.
But like this is what I'm trying to understand. You see, in your team, in your attack, you've kind of got the same problem on that right-hand side. How many people are going to be playing there on that left-hand side?
I don't feel like that.
You're shaking. No, okay. You don't feel like that.
What's the problem?
No, wait. Just let me go. But then, let me ask you, if you think about Man City, apart from their goalkeeper, but they in that centre-back position, they got so many, like Laporte, man. We ain't spoken about Laporte, but Laporte was one of the top centre-halves. Kyle Walker wasn't starting every single game. Cancelo had to get shipped out, but he's already back, fam. And he's going to have to fight for his spot. Apart from, if you look at that right-hand side, we talked about Mahrez couldn't start, Foden couldn't start, Bernardo was in and out of the team. In that Man City team, only a couple people had their starters. If you look at Chelsea and what they're currently trying to do, they're getting two good young players in every position so that they can develop and fight for a spot. And obviously, they're all gonna grow together and like learn how to ball. If you look at Liverpool, they've packed that midfield out. If you like, they got in Konate, but at the same time they had Matip, and like they're trying to properly invest in that midfield. They got Schloberschlei, what's that brother's name? McAllister, yeah. They got him. Curtis Jones has been playing well recently. That Chechichu, he came up last season. We saw a bit of him. But they're also trying to get Roman Lavia up top. No, let me finish. Up top, they got Diaz, they got Firmino, they got not Firmino, they got Jota, they got Gakpo, they got Salah, they got Nunes. Bro, that's five. But then we can't get two goalkeepers. Like when I'm giving you scenarios. No, but bro, when I'm giving you scenarios of teams who have in certain positions, they're fully stacked like us. I don't think we're fully stacked in the midfield. That's where I would be looking at personally. Up top, I think we're good. Emil's there, Trossard, Eddie, Balogun. Obviously, I think we're gonna try to sell him apparently, but
yeah, that's crazy to me. I feel like that's his.
You're gonna back up for Saka.
We kind of do. That's Reece Nelson. Do you know what I'm saying? If I'm being honest, yeah, I know. You get me? It's not everything gonna be perfect in life.
No, but I just think that
it's cool. I don't mind Reece. Like I haven't seen enough, so I'm gonna give him next season. Then you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think with the City and Liverpool, where I feel like I see what you're saying, and I think you're right there with the backup. But I think Liverpool and City can offer those players trophies to the point where like they can okay not having a lot of minutes. Huh?
And we're trying to win trophies.
That's the thing. You have to though.
And that's what we're trying to do.
Won 2 trophies, and I mean, it's not like Liverpool are there. It's not like they're trophy, like they win trophies every year either.
Fawaz, let me ask you a question.
It's because they won the big 2, innit?
No, let me ask you a question, Fawaz. You personally, where would you rather sit on the bench? Where would you rather sit? Liverpool's bench or Arsenal's bench? What bench would you rather sit on?
Liverpool's bench.
Exactly.
Yeah, but trophy is not won't be a thing for it because Liverpool don't win trophy every season like that either. So I
Then
don't
why
know.
did you pick Liverpool over Arsenal then?
Because I hate that. It's
Yeah.
a London club. I can't. I'm a Chelsea fan.
I'm just trying. I mean, but but honestly, I'm trolling to a certain point, but I also think it's true. But if it is in Arsenal is Arsenal best interest to stack up the other positions. The goalkeeper, I think that's just bringing problems, right? Personally, but all the like Kai Havertz, those
still don't get
I don't
Kai
mind because I feel like
I
those
still don't
positions
get it.
you can
I
stack
still
it up.
don't get Kai Havertz.
But he still might be able to do something. Maybe I'll take
I
a
don't
few
get
He
steps.
scored
where.
more goals than
I don't
Mason
see
Mount
it.
in
Where
preseason.
is he gonna play? Is my question.
What'd you say, Bigger?
I said I think he scored more goals than Mason Mount in the preseason.
Yeah, Mason Mount didn't score
I
nothing.
think so.
Mason
I
Mount
think
didn't score
I don't
any
know.
goals.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, Mason Mount didn't score any goals.
Did he not?
I'll give you that.
No, but my question is no. I
No,
don't
Bro,
know
I
if he
saw
got
that. I
goals.
saw that on Twitter. Listen, I saw that as a tweet
You
on
can have
Twitter,
that
and I
stat,
was
Where
bro.
is he gonna
I'll give you
play?
that. I'll give
Where
you
is
that.
he gonna play? That's my question. Where is he gonna
on the
play?
pitch. On the pitch, man. We'll see.
If you
I
play
don't know when
4-3-3, you ain't playing Havertz as an 8.
But I'll
Bro,
tell you
listen.
this, Mason Mount outperformed Kai Havertz in their team though. So
In what team?
I don't know. In the Chelsea
Well,
team?
He did. No, yeah, he did. Of course, he did.
wait, hold on. Fawad, you saying Kai Havertz outperformed Mason Mount in Chelsea at Chelsea?
I think it's a so-so thing, like close. It's not a outrightly outperform Kai Havertz. I think it's
You
close.
saying okay. Who didn't Mount win your best player awards?
The one player of the season.
Did Kai Havertz win that?
No.
But they were close.
Yeah, those like it can be close and not win. No, you can only have one. You can have two player of the
Bro,
season.
you don't know. You just
No,
talking.
you can't have two player of the seasons.
Get out of here, bro. You just
My,
talking, bro. All right.
see,
I
do
don't
you
wanna hear
believe this
that, bro.
stat? Do you believe this stat? Mason Mount, his Chelsea career only has 2 open play assists.
I don't
See,
know.
you
I'm
don't
not
watch
sure.
it. I watch the dude every week. You're talking to me about
I don't
Mason
know. I don't
Mount.
know what
You're
kind of
talking to me
stats
about
is.
Mason Mount. Nigga scored
Bro,
goals against
You
Norwich.
asked me.
And
Hold on,
stat
Fawad.
pad.
Nah. That's not. You asked me the craziest specific stats. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to know how many open play stats?
I'm saying, do you believe that? He only has 2 open play assists. His own Chelsea career. You played at Chelsea for what?
What do you define as open play assists?
Not a free kick, not a corner kick. Like he's a midfielder. You're supposed to assist those. You're playing behind us. I mean, 2 assists the whole
How
time.
many goals did he score though?
I don't
In
know.
those season, in his Chelsea season,
I
in
don't know.
that
He didn't score as much as Havertz though. That's all I know. He didn't, because Havertz was our top scorer. Even with 7 goals, he was still our top scorer.
So you saying, hold on. You're saying Mason Mount has 2 open goal assists in how long?
Chelsea career.
His Chelsea career, right?
Yeah, well,
And
3
how
seasons,
many
4
goals?
seasons.
How many goals does he have in his Chelsea career?
I don't know. I can look it up
Yeah,
right now.
go look it up and tell me that. Yeah, you tell me that. And he was also your player of the season as well, right? So I'm just saying, bro. I get that you're salty he left, but like, don't try to
I'm
diminish
not salty
what
he
he did.
left.
Like, don't try to diminish that. And let's not try to act like, yeah, Kai Havertz did stuff, but in their Chelsea career, I think that, I mean, Kai has the goal that won you the Champions League, but definitely I think you shouldn't get fight back if someone tells you that Mason Mount outperformed Kai Havertz in that Chelsea team. I think that should be an easy thing. So for you to kind of
So wait, Mohammed, let me ask you this. Do you think Mason Mount in that Chelsea era was their best player for the last in the last 4 years?
Nah, I wouldn't say best player. No, I wouldn't say that.
Who do you think was their best player?
In the last what? 4 years?
4 years, that Chelsea team, yeah.
4 years. Ooh, damn. This Chelsea team has changed so much.
Nah, not the last 4. In the last year, last year it changed, and this year, but 4 or 5 years.
I'm trying to see. 4 years. That's when Lampard came with the Champions League, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that Champions League winning team, and then obviously,
I mean, you always got like Reece. Reece definitely has been a consistent performer in that. I think Mount should be up there as well, because especially with that Lampard era, like he should be up there.
Okay.
I'm trying to see who was their striker though.
We don't have a striker. Havertz was the striker.
Havertz.
Was Tammy Abraham.
Oh yeah, Tammy Abraham
Um,
did play for a while too.
Chilwell had a good, but I don't. He didn't really play enough to be put him up in front of Havertz. He had injuries.
Same question to you.
Silva.
Thiago
Okay.
Silva in 4 years. Thiago Silva had a good season, bro. But in 4 years, you said his.
Yeah, he's been here since Lampard era.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
shit.
been
How
here since
long?
Lampard era.
Wow.
They
Oh,
keep
he's-
signing him. They keep renewing his contract every year.
Oh
They keep
yeah,
signing.
yeah, that's
They
throwing
keep
me
signing
off.
1 year.
I'm not mad at
soon
Silva.
he'll be attached with his oxygen tank.
So I will put Reece ahead of.
Why did he'll be coming at only on special games?
Nah, he's a Rolls Royce.
Nah, I
No,
don't say
I'm saying
Rolls Royce.
only special games. You know, there was like when Arsenal or like United is coming up in like 2 weeks, then you
Start
start to
playing
build up.
Yeah.
Start to play.
I remember, was he under I think under Tuchel, like the first reign of Tuchel, the second reign, where it was like whenever we travel for a Champions League game, you know he's not playing the next game back in the Premier League because he's too tired.
It's too tight.
Yeah, that's facts.
He's coming. Like they literally left it. I put a whole conference saying like Thiago Silva can't play because he's tired. He can't be in the squad because he's tired from the trip. The minus 38.
Yeah, nah. But Mika, to answer your question, personally, I would put Rice, Silva ahead of him. I'm trying to think, but you have to throw some names at me. But I'm not putting Kai Havertz in front of Mount.
I'm not either. I'm just saying is not as far as you would think.
That's not what I'm saying. Mount is ahead of him. Whether you
Mount is ahead of him.
that's
but
it. That's all.
I agree.
Outright.
I'm not.
It's not outright.
Yeah,
But he is ahead of him.
I don't mind that.
Tomato, but he's ahead of him. You can only be.
I don't mind
you can
that.
be ahead or behind.
So wait, now let me ask you, Faz, let me ask you this question. Which out of those two players is a better finisher?
Mount and Havertz?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. None of them are finishers. So
No, I know, but I'm just saying. Look, listen. Let me paint you a picture, and I know you will love this picture. Last game of the season, away to the Emirates, counter-attack.
Counter-attack?
I
definitely don't want Havertz in that counter-attack. I don't want.
No, I'm saying it's a 1-on-1, and I'm saying they both have to slot it away, and you're seeing it both live in your brain. One side is Havertz, it's Mount. Okay,
definitely. Havertz we find a way to step on the ball and just collapse.
Nah, you're taking the piss.
Nah, because I've seen Kai make some crazy one-on-ones though, bro.
I've never
That's some
Lukaku
stuff.
That is literally some Bambi on ice.
You step on the ball.
That's Lukaku, bro.
I've never seen him score any one-on-one goal.
Nah,
the only one is the Champions League, which I still, like I said the last time, that ball was going outside until Ederson stopped there.
Oh yeah,
it was going outside. He never scored one-on-one goals.
Yeah, fact. But I think for sure, right? Kai Havertz is a silkier player. He's better on the ball, but I just think for a team, like I think Mount is better because Mount has the work rate. Mount has shown he can get a goal, and just from his goal record. Mount plays multiple positions. He has more of a work rate than Kai Havertz. Yeah. If Kai Havertz is not scoring or giving you an assist, he's kind of like, it's like, what are you doing? Because he's not.
He's a liability for your team.
He's a liability at that press because he's not going to press.
Defense.
He doesn't control the game as well. He's not even an Odegaard, or he's not even a he's like a Ozil. But he doesn't have the effectiveness that Ozil has. So at that point, you become a liability. So for me, even if Mount is not scoring for me, I can utilize him in a sense where he could press for me. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather take a Mount than a Kai Havertz personally.
I think personally, I think Havertz made the wrong decision. I think I think Bayern was in for him too. I think he should have left the Premier League. Premier League, I just don't think it's built for a Premier League game because he needs a lot. Like you see what he can do when he has space in front of him and around him. Premier League won't give you space like that.
That's
Especially
true.
if you're gonna be a striker in the Premier League or a midfielder in the Premier League, you don't get that much space.
Biggie, let me ask you this. Now I'm gonna see if you're gonna be honest. All right. You have to pick one for Arsenal. Mount or Kai, when you go, if you had to pick one, who are you taking?
My current team, I would have taken Mount. I would have taken Mason Mount. Yeah, but that's it. If you're asking me though, like I know what I need for my team. And,
right, what is done. But
yeah, but if you ask me before they both moved, who would I take? I would have taken Mount because that's that kind of player that I would have liked. Like Kai isn't, from what I saw, he's not energetic. I'm not saying that he needs to be, but that's just what I like in my midfield. I like midfield.
With energy, now 100%, especially
that man has no energy. He plays football like he's strolling around the park.
No, but that's the thing though. No comparison, but Kaka kind of played like that. Let's be real. Yeah, he was quick and
Kaka had an end product, bro.
No, listen, guys, we're on the same team.
Nah, yeah, but the name of the team was
I mean as in, listen, I mean as in, he had techers, but he wasn't like Kaka wasn't energetic. Like, let's be real.
He was energetic with running with that ball, though, BK. Like, come on, bro. Stop on the ball, bro.
God, bro. But we didn't talk about Havertz about on the ball. We're talking about his application.
He can't run on the ball either. He's gonna step on the ball.
I see where you're trying to go with it. I see where you're trying to go with it, but Kaka's a bad example.
I guess it was a reach.
Kaka's a bad example. Don't do Kaka.
I guess it's a reach.
Yeah. It's a reach. I see where you're trying to go with. It's a bad example.
See, like when you said on the counter attack,
say Lukaku, like Lukaku.
No, don't do that.
When you said on the counter attack, the last picture you put, if I want somebody to make the pass to get a 1-on-1, I would give it to Havertz because it's gonna be in free space. It's gonna be in free space, like after the corner kick or something. The ball get nodded out. It's gonna be like on the wing. Only him, he can make that crossfield pass. But in a regular match scenario where you got players around him, he's gonna stumble all the time. You push him in the back, it's going down. Like Premier.
But that's the thing, though. That is good for us because we have a winger on his left hand side like Martinelli, who he don't mind you coming touch tight. He likes to drive in. He's not really someone that needs the space in our team. So if he has someone like Martinelli on that side, he will get all the. That's what I'm saying. Like this is when it's like hopefully a player can fit your style of play because the way we play and how players I've seen my team play, it's not how Chelsea have ever played. Havertz, like that's what I'm saying. Havertz, he don't have to be in tight spaces for us and trying to dribble past 3-4 man. We don't need you to do that because we know you can't do that. The guys that could do that, we have them on the pitch like Jesus, Martinelli, Martin Odegaard to an extent, Saka, but Saka lacks more space. Like he's not really. He can do the close whatever, but nah, like Saka plays better when he's got the space, he takes his time, he can drive, do whatever he does. If you've just said to me that someone like Havertz likes space and he doesn't, perfect. He'll be in a midfield where he doesn't have to be bumming forward and trying to do all of that you lot say he can't do. He could just stay back, learn. Like, listen, this is all hypothetical, isn't it? But he could just do that and get way better at the things that he's not good at in the team that kind of helps him out. You lot, like I've said this, Chelsea don't have a DM, and clearly you know you're trying to get Caicedo, innit? Which makes sense. So in situations where Havertz maybe picks the wrong pass or whatever, there was no one there to back him up. We are fortunate where we have a DM in Partey. Obviously Rice now, but we had a DM who we knew he could do that. So hopefully it works out. I don't know if it will, but I feel like for you lot to just say, oh, that's a bad move for him and this and that, and but we just have to wait and see, because he's had the years, 4 years he's been at Chelsea. All of you lot saying, oh, in the Prem you don't have time, you don't have time, you don't have this. Bro, he's learned all of that. He knows everything we're saying. Now it's just you're at a different team. Can you take all the mistakes that you've learned from Chelsea and hopefully turn that into a positive spin at Arsenal? You never know, bro. We actually never know.
For the sake, I hope it works out. Because
Listen,
when it was
I
like
hope so too, bro.
Bayern Arsenal for him, I thought he was gonna go Bayern.
But then he's not gonna start over Coleman or Musiala, bro. He's not starting over Musiala.
But I don't think he's gonna play midfield for them. I think he's going striker for
exactly. No, because
Bayern.
Hell no, because the thing is, Bayern have always played with a gunman up top, bro. That's what they like. Bayern
but
like
he was a
gunman
gunman in the Bundesliga, though. He scored goals in the Bundesliga.
but in the Bundesliga, he played in a system where it was 2 men up top, and he was the one further in the midfield than the other striker. I can't remember who his partner was, but if we pick it, I can't remember who his partner was.
Right.
But he was a gunman, like Bayern Munich, like bagsman, gunman, fireman.
Was it Dolberg?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, no, is it Bastos? No, it's not Bastos. No. I will let me. Yeah, I was gonna check it myself, but yeah. But yeah. So it's like I don't know if it's gonna work for us. Like I said.
But what have you seen? Let me ask you this though. Like from preseason, like I'm not sure if you watched the games, but what have you seen so far that kind of is like, okay, I kind of see it from his performance. Like what have you seen from preseason so far?
The only thing I would say that I've seen from him is little things is he's a better finisher than Granit Xhaka. It's in certain aspects, that's the thing about Xhaka last season. Like he was fantastic for us, but for me there were certain moments like he had his moments where he couldn't he's not a shooter. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so if he gets attacking up positions or chances, yeah, he tried his thing, but he wasn't like technical with it. Like, as much as we can say that Havertz is in this, Havertz is in that, Havertz actually knows how to hit a ball. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, he knows how to strike a ball. Like, let me
ask you this: is he an improvement from Granit Xhaka?
Attacking wise, yes. All round, I don't think so. We're yet to no. I'm not gonna be biased here. Like, no, he's not all round. If we're being honest, only in an attacking sense, yeah. That's the only way I would say he's better.
That's fair.
But saying that, I have to kind of see if he does influence the attack. But I have seen him do like a little in certain moments. Like sometimes he would. The way he might, instead of him passing, like in certain situations where Xhaka had the ball, he'll rather just lay off the ball, have us or shoot, and we get a corner. Like, yeah, it's not something that is led to, but in that same scenario, Xhaka would have probably laid it off, and we would have had to wait for the player that he laid it off to shoot and then get the corner when you could have just tried your shot, hit it, and then see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it.
The reason I could kind of see in a possible like the Kai Havertz signing makes sense is like, Xhaka last season played at a higher position than he normally did like the previous season, but so that kind of favors Kai. But even Xhaka at that position was doing a lot of y'all pressing, so Kai is really not a pressing type of player. So that kind of
he has to learn. But that's the thing. But that's what I'm saying. Like everything you're saying is true, but that's one of the point and parcels of him even maybe wanting to go. Because at the end of the day, he knows how we played. We beat them home and away, so they know.
Yeah,
like they know.
But that's
what I'm saying. The games that we beat them, he played in, so he knows how we play. He's seen how high press energy that we actually do like to implement, and he has to learn it. Or someone else is going to come in, learn how Mikel wants to play, and take your position, and you would actually be known as like a proper flop. And listen, at the end of the day, it might end up being bad business for us, or it might end up being good business. You never know. We
Well,
never know.
So Fawaz, man, you saying it's a London thing over there in your background. What's going on at Chelsea, man? Talk to us, Chelsea. How you feeling so far with your games? You talked about Nicholas Jackson at the beginning, saying he's like he plays like a up and coming Drogba. Somebody mentioned this on the other one of our other previous episode. They said Drogba was overrated. I'm guessing no one agreed with him, but I'm guessing you don't agree with that, right?
I don't agree with
So
that.
I kind of think I know how this conversation goes. So I'm not even gonna get into that. But yeah, someone did.
Did you say Drogba was overrated?
Nah, it's someone else on a different episode. He said it, and I kind of know you was gonna disagree, but yeah.
I do think people take it too far sometimes. When
Drogba's overrated.
When they try to say Drogba is better.
He's overrated.
I'm a Chelsea fan, but I never thought Drogba was better than Rooney. People always try to take it like he's a good striker, but people
better than Rooney. Nah,
people like you can see
he is better than Rooney.
You can see some Chelsea fans
overrated. Like pick one, bro.
Some Chelsea fans.
I was joking about that statement too.
Trying to take it too far. Like you're building the Premier League team of the the team of the whole Premier League.
I watched that. I watched that today.
And you put Drogba in there. Like I don't agree with that. We had the Premier League has seen Rooney. They've seen Aguero. We've seen a lot of other strikers.
I would say this. Drogba had like maybe 3 seasons. He was definitely one of the best strikers around. No one is touching him.
It was. I would say there was a season that
Rooney and Drogba on his game. There's not a lot of strikers you pick ahead of him, bro.
Yeah, but I wouldn't pick Rooney ahead of him. That's the thing. You wouldn't tell me to make a Premier League best 11 and put.
I'm taking Drogba ahead of Aguero
as my striker.
Personally,
if I'm making a Premier League best 11, let's say one striker 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, I'm not putting Drogba in that. I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm not putting Drogba in there. But I can argue about Lampard all day long, like being ahead of Scholes or Gerrard. Drogba.
Don't start that, bro. Don't even get in that conversation. There's no way Lampard is ahead of Scholes. Like, don't even do that. Don't
even for real,
bro. Like, don't start that. That's
the highest goal scoring midfielder in the Premier League. Bro, just saying.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay. Like you're as a midfielder, you have goals. Cool. Yeah. Paul Scholes had goals as well. Okay.
It is not as much. I don't even think that half as much as Lampard did.
I mean, so that alone makes him a better midfielder than.
I'm just saying you have to be an all-round midfielder. Drogba, Lampard had assists.
So what else does he have apart from goals?
Assists, goals, everything. Lampard was. You can't even say what Scholes was. Was Scholes?
Scholes is one of the greatest midfielders of all time, bro.
What was that? An attacking midfielder or was it a defensive midfielder?
He's a midfielder. He's a midfielder, bro.
See that.
Paul Scholes controls the game. Like the job as a midfielder, to control the game. Paul Scholes controls the game. Paul Scholes is the reason why. This guy, bro.
No, I'm not putting Scholes ahead.
This guy.
If I am making a midfield three though, I would do Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard. But if I had to pick one of them,
I could play the both and played against both. They would never. Paul Scholes is way more talented than Lampard. Paul Scholes does more than Lampard. There's no way. Ask anybody, bro. Listen to the people that played with both and played against both. They would tell you that when you played against Paul Scholes on that pitch, you couldn't do nothing to do him. He's gonna do what he wants. Paul Scholes passes anywhere you on the pitch, he's gonna give you that pass. Everywhere you are, bro. Any fucking where you are, he scores goals as he does that, bro. Paul Scholes controls the midfield, and as a midfielder, that's your job, bro. It's your job to be the heartbeat of that team. It's your job to be able to grab the ball from the defense, shift it forward, and change the game. Paul Scholes literally grabs the ball, and with one pass of the game, he changes the game, bro. One pass, he changes the game. He's done that countless and
never seen Paul Scholes score.
Go and listen to the people that played with Lampard.
Control Premier League match.
Everybody they'll no one.
And I was a United fan growing up, actually. So I was a United fan because my parents were watching United. So I did watch a lot of United games growing up. So it can't Scholes was not didn't have the influence Lampard had in the team.
You're crazy, bro. You're
He did
crazy.
not.
You're crazy. See, for Chelsea, Lampard had influence in Chelsea, but the way, bro, Paul Scholes, like, listen, bro, Lampard, everybody respects Lampard, bro. You know, like he's one of the greatest midfielders. Everybody respects him. But you cannot sit here and tell me that Paul Scholes, like Lampard is greater than Paul Scholes. Ask anybody that's played with both. They would tell you that it's the complete opposite.
No,
If you ask me.
I don't agree with that.
But that's kind of like
Lampard is one of the few midfielders that actually score goals. He made he was one of the few ones that started the role of midfielders getting in the box and scoring goals. Goals used to be your forwards and your wingers. A lot of goals didn't come from the midfielders.
Paul Scholes scored a lot of goals for a midfielder, bro. What are you talking about?
Who scored a lot of goals?
Paul Scholes. So how many goals is Lampard? How many said?
Lampard is the highest goal scoring midfielder in the Premier League. He's like he's in the top 10 of the Premier League goal score. So it's up there. It has like 257. No, not 257. Alan Shearer had 257.
Yeah, 177. And let me see Paul Scholes. Let me see. So I'm checking right now and see. So this is talking about I think this is looking at all their career trajectories and stuff. So Lampard had 177, Paul Scholes had 107. Right? So like that's great, but like what did you do with it?
I mean look at the company he has in the top 10 goal scorer on the Premier League. Lampard. Everybody there is a striker.
He got 177. Okay,
I'm telling you, everybody there is a striker. He redefined the role of a like if you see any
so you're saying that because Frank Lampard had more goals than Paul Scholes, he's a better midfielder than Paul Scholes.
If you can say like they used to say like somebody was playing the Gallas role or something like that, where he was like a CDM or what was the other one? Like how you say the Conte role, Makalele role. It redefined that. Like if you have any midfielder these days,
that Lampard did not redefine.
Nah, if you have any midfielder these days scoring goals, it gets compared to Lampard.
That's cap.
If you have a midfielder that knows how to when to get in the box and score goals, you will hear the comparison to Lampard.
That's cap. I'm not buying that.
You might not buy it.
I'm not buying that.
Watch any game that you have a midfielder scoring goals, entering the match and scoring goals, you will always compare him to Lampard because Lampard was one of the first few midfielders to do it. Why do you think he is in the top 10 of goals scored?
That's cap, bro. That's cap.
In all of Premier League, like that top 10 only has strikers on it, except for Lampard. It's like not a lot of midfielders didn't used to score goals. We think it's a thing now because midfielders score goals. It didn't used to be like that. Midfielders didn't score a lot of goals. It used to be your wingers and your strikers scored goals. Your midfielder were not goal scoring midfielders. And look at any goal scoring midfielder today, they will always compare him to Lampard.
That's cap. I'm not buying that, bro. Because Lampard was definitely a great player, but there's no way he's not technically better than Scholes. He doesn't have as much goals. He just scores more goals. Like that's cool. But there's no way Lampard is better than Paul Scholes. I'm not hearing that. There's nothing you can tell me. Scholes has more trophies than him. Like, yeah, he scores more goals. Fine. Okay, great. You want to name some of your defenders that score more goals than some of my defenders? Does that mean that they're better because they scored more goals? Like, come on, bro.
That don't make that is not the same thing.
It's exactly just because like a point of a midfielder, yeah, like a central midfielder. Your point is not to score goals, but like, okay, great. Lampard scored more goals than him. 100%. That's a credit for him because in this position he's not supposed to score goals. But that alone does not mean that he's better than Paul Scholes. Like if you watch the two play, Paul Scholes is technically gifted better than Lampard. Paul Scholes controls the game better than Lampard. Paul Scholes has more influence in his team
I've
than
never
Lampard.
watched a game where Paul Scholes really control the game. I'm trying to see the game
You're
where Paul
crazy,
Scholes
bro.
control the midfield.
You're
I'm
crazy.
trying to see the game.
You crazy, bro.
Giggs control the midfield. Giggs was like
Giggs is
there.
not in the mid. Giggs became a midfielder towards the end of his career.
Or like Scholes.
Bro,
I
Scholes
never.
is there with Keane, bro. Roy Keane. Scholes is there, bro. Paul Scholes, bro. Son, I'm not having this, bro. This guy is losing his shit, bro. You're crazy, bro. You're like, that's what I'm saying, right? Go listen to people that played with both, right? That played with both. Go listen to people that played against both. And I'm telling you, no one ever picks Lampard, bro, because you're comparing him to arguably one of the best midfielders of all time, bro. Paul Scholes is insane, bro.
It's not one of the best midfielders of all time.
You're crazy.
You're just making noise at this point.
Bro.
Scholes is one of the best midfielders of all time.
No one has ever, like, only Chelsea fan will put Lampard ahead of Scholes. Show me one person that's not a Chelsea fan that will put Lampard ahead of Scholes. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Unless you've not seen Scholes play. Have you seen him?
I've seen him play. I've never seen him control a game. That's what I'm just saying. I've never seen him control a game.
Big Al, you here?
Yeah,
I've never seen Scholes control a game.
Weigh in on this. We listening.
Yeah. Do you know what? I would say, I don't know if it's close. I think if you ask me who I would take, I would rather Scholes, because that's just more like, he's kind of got that more grit about him. You know, he's more like a proper midfielder. The thing about Lampard though, I think Lampard is actually like, I don't know, it's weird because he was actually a good player, Lampard. Like, if you actually watch him, like, he was actually a good player. And let's be real, man, he not Chelsea's one of all. I don't know if he is your top goal scorer or one of, I don't know, but I know he's very high.
He's a Chelsea
top
goal scorer.
Yeah, let's be real. Like, for what he's, if you talk about accomplishments and all of that stuff, like, he's accomplished some stuff as well. Won a lot of titles with Chelsea. You know, like, you know, so it's very close in that regards. Let's be real. And in terms of football, like, for you to think Lampard ain't got no techers, you're bugging, bro. Scholes has got techers, but Lampard too. It's not as wide as Mohammed you were saying. Like, Lampard's got techers, bro. Like, don't get it twisted. The one who's better than all of them is Steven Gerrard for sure. But if you want to say who has techers, they both have techers, but it's not as wide as Mohammed was saying. There is a gap, but it's not as big as you was trying to say, because I know the gap you was trying to say, but it's not that big. But nah, I think for me, I would take Lampard. I would take Scholes personally, if he was to give me a choice. But it's not that far off, but there is a gap.
You can try to be political and give both sides their points. There's nobody outside. There's nobody outside a Chelsea fan that's gonna pick Lampard over Scholes. I'm like, bro.
Some people would though. Some people would.
No, bro. It's not happening. Outside of a Chelsea fan, bro. If you seen both play, you played against both. You're not picking Lampard over Scholes, bro. It's not. I'm not. I haven't heard. I've not heard it. Outside of Chelsea fans, it doesn't happen, bro. Anyone that's what I'm telling you. Go listen to people that played with both in the same training ground. They'll tell you, everybody, right? Everybody tells you when they come into the training ground, one of the persons that impressed them the most is Paul Scholes. They'll tell you that. The first game, when they come in the first training session, Scholes is the one that impressed them. Go listen to opposition play. What midfielder that, you know, was just who were you like, wow, watching play? They'll tell you Paul Scholes. I'm telling you, bro. And you saying he doesn't control the midfield? Paul Scholes is the one that controls the midfield without really having to, like, grab the ball, run, do this. Nah, he's grabbing it, pass, boom, up. When he needs to slow the game down, he's grabbing the ball, boom, going to play pass and pass with the defenders. Pass me, move, pass, move. Then when it's time, boom, hits the pass, boom, changes the game. He's one of the players that can switch the game from defense to offense in just an instinct, bro. That is talent. That's what I'm telling you, bro. Like, it's for you to compare Lampard and Scholes. Yeah, Lampard has more goals than him, and 100%. I'll give you that. Fair. I'll give you that. But you say who was a better midfielder, bro?
No, but bro,
Who was a better player? Who was a better player?
Bro, think about it. Lampard first started as a number 10. Scholes has always, I think Scholes played left mid or something like that. Maybe I might be wrong.
He's moved around.
Yeah, he moves around. But he found his home in a two-man midfield. Lampard always was this number 10 doing the late runs into the box and, you know, scoring the goals, assisting here and there and linking up with the man. So that's why I'm saying that technically it's not as big of a gap as you would say, because Lampard was a number 10. Scholes played like he was Spanish, bro. That's the difference. Like that's what it comes down to. Like,
good point. Fawaz, you know who Messi and Xavi they were showing
this guy
to them in La Masia.
I knew that's where he was going with it.
They were playing Scholes tapes. They're not playing Lampard's tapes, bro. They're not doing that. La Masia, and you say, please tell me I'm lying. Please tell me I'm lying.
Because when you think of like there is different at this point. There's different type of midfielders. When you think of midfielders, you think of people who can control the game. Then you can go for Paul Scholes. But when I think of midfielder, I think of people who would actually contribute to my attack.
But Lampard scored 177 goals. Paul Scholes scored 107. You acting like Paul Scholes scored 20 goals and Lampard scored 1,000 goals. He scored 77 more goals than him, bro. Like, it's not that big of a difference, bro. It is. Like,
70 goals is a big difference.
It is.
It's a difference.
Like Lampard and those things, he was the one getting, like, Paul Scholes had Rooney in front of him. Paul Scholes had Van Nistelrooy, Andy Cole. These people were outscoring your strikers at the time when they were playing at him. So it's not Paul Scholes is not really, he's not really there to score goals. He's there supplying these guys to get these goals. And let's not forget, when Paul Scholes is supplying these guys, we're going for the title as well. We're competing and you're losing. So like you gotta put that in context as well.
I've won one more title than you guys in like the last 20 years or so, because I don't know what you're
talking about. We talking about Lampard and Lampard and Scholes' time. You won more titles than us.
In the past 20,
we're comparing Scholes and Lampard.
I'm 23, so I can't go past 20 years of watching football. I think we've won more trophy than you
hold on.
In the past 20 years, maybe. I don't remember.
Now you dancing right here, bro.
I don't remember.
You're telling me that Lampard is better than Scholes, and you're putting his 177 goals. Did you see all of his 177 goals?
No, obviously not.
So why are you bringing that stat up? You then bring the stats and go to the goals that you've seen then. So let's not do this. You're telling me that Lampard scored more goals, and you're telling me.
I'm telling you, I watched my United play.
No. Now you're dancing.
And Scholes did not control the game.
No, you're dancing.
I don't want Lampard to control a game either.
Dancing. Okay, so let's stick to the facts. You saying that Lampard scored more goals? Fact.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Lampard wasn't there to. Lampard was like, you know what you said
Lampard
about.
Lampard was not controlling midfields. I was not his job.
The goals that the strikers
I was not his job.
Lampard.
He was scoring the goals that the strikers wasn't doing.
What is Lampard a midfielder? Not a midfielder.
He's a midfielder.
Yeah.
Paul Scholes is a better midfielder than Lampard.
No,
Paul Scholes is a better midfielder than him.
But bro, but in the same breath, would you not say, like, then I can sit here, but then, pardon me, I can sit here and say that Patrick Vieira was the best DM in the world, but then there's other midfield. You kind of have to, like, if we're looking at a sitting but if we have a midfielder that sits, that isn't really attacking, but then you want to compare him to a midfielder who's really more attacking, scores goals, the midfielder that's sitting.
Lampard didn't
is
play a
kinda-
10 though. He had 10s in front of him at certain times.
No,
He played.
that was toward the end of his career when his legs started to give out. But when Chelsea were in their pump, Lampard was the number 10. Like,
well, it was playing behind Drogba the whole time. Like,
yeah,
most of the
he
time
was the number 10.
I watched him. He was playing behind Lampard.
So what was like the average formation? What was the average player?
4-2-3-1.
So who was in the
Bro,
two?
I don't, bro. This is what I'm saying. I'm schooling you about Chelsea, bro. I thought you were a football connoisseur. You hear me? Don't just be watching one team.
I'm just trying
you have to watch everybody.
No, listen. Lampard didn't necessarily just play as a 10. I'm trying to
He did. That's what I'm saying. He did. Yes, he did.
But even when he played
in the midfield, but he made those lead runs. Like, let's not do that. He played as a 10,
bro. Remember, teams were playing
right now. What is Odegaard playing for Arsenal?
He's playing in the advanced.
Even though they're playing 4-3-3 and it should be 2-8, they're not playing with 2-8.
No,
Odegaard is not an 8. That is what I'm saying. Even though it's a 4-3, it can be a 4-3-3. Lampard never played as an 8.
I'm not saying that they like Lampard definitely played higher, but it's not like the 10 that we're calling a 10, like right behind. Like, no, he played also in that center midfield, bro.
Yeah, but that was towards the end of his career. That's what I'm saying to you. You're right. But that was towards the end of his career when his legs started to give out. He had to drop deeper, like what happened with certain players. It happens, bro. When your legs, it's literally what happened to Iniesta. This guy was playing left wing, number 10, right wing, but when the legs started to give out, he had to, come.
So what are we saying? Like, what are we saying?
No,
what does that mean?
I'm saying to you,
what does that mean?
So
like, I feel like we're going into details now that don't.
No. I said to you, Scholes is better. I hate you, but from the technical part you was trying to say, it's not that far off. I can't lie.
So who's better technically?
Ooh.
Are you gonna
Scholes? But it's not.
So like that's what I'm saying, bro.
But it's not as big as how you was trying to say it.
You're trying to do the political game.
No,
bro.
I do agree. Scholes is a technical player, but it's not.
Like,
He's not the best midfielder in the world. Like, you were trying to say, like,
no,
you were trying to say, like, Scholes is all that.
Scholes is a better.
Bro, I heard what you were saying. That's what I'm saying.
Let's stay on topic. Hold on. Let's stay on topic, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like, y'all trying to find something to talk, right? Let's stay on topic. Factz said Lampard is better than Scholes.
No, I disagreed. I didn't say that.
And I disagree. That's everything we're saying is just to show you that Factz, you don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, Lampard is better than Scholes going forward.
That's true. That's true. Like, you see what I'm saying, bro? Like, that is true. Like, him saying that's true, bro. Don't, like, even you thinking about it.
Martinelli is faster than Ronaldinho.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he is. He is.
Right. Saka has a better left foot than Ronaldinho.
No.
Left foot?
Better left foot.
Saka than Ronaldinho?
Yeah, no. He has a better shooting than left foot than Ronaldinho. He shoots better in his left foot than Ronaldinho.
No.
Thiago Silva can tackle better than Zidane and Zidane. I'm just trying to show you these little details you're talking about. Who gives a fuck?
What do you mean?
Is better going forward than Scholes?
Bro, but they're two different types of midfielders. So what are you? Okay, bro, so what are you talking about? No. You're nitpicking. You are nitpicking.
I'm nitpicking. He just said Lampard is better than
he
Scholes
is
going
but
forward.
That's the
But we're talking about the two players. Who's better in the two? It's Scholes. So now you want to nitpick certain things.
No, it's not nitpicking. It's not nitpicking.
It is nitpicking.
Because no, it's not. Because if you say they're both two midfielders who played in different parts let me ask you this. Okay, wait. Let me ask you this question. Could Scholes and Lampard play in the same team?
Yeah, they play in the same team.
No, I'm talking about not for country, for club. I'm saying if you was to create a club, could you put Lampard and Scholes in the same team?
Put two midfielders, yeah. They can put two midfielders.
Yeah, but putting two midfielders don't mean they can play together, which is why you lot was just talking about Odegaard and Havertz.
Honestly,
just because you put two midfielders, no, bro. I'm just
no,
asking your point.
They won't play together. No, I would say no. It didn't work.
Say no.
No,
Fuzz. Do you think they can play?
I think they can play together.
You see, the fact that you think that they can't play together means you didn't watch Lampard or you weren't familiar with his game.
I think they can play.
They can play together.
Lampard
two different types of midfielders.
Very forward.
It didn't work in England, and like,
bro,
I think the all
England was the umbrella fam.
I think it was the rivalry of the clubs. There were big rivalries in the clubs. That's why
exactly
nothing worked in England.
Bro, how are they gonna play
you're
together?
seeing England, bro.
How are they gonna
you're
play
seeing.
together? Like, how
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Yeah,
that is what I just said. If I was to play a 3-man midfield, I would play all three of them. I would play Gerrard, Lampard, and Scholes.
No, but you can't do that.
I know it's gonna my back line, but man, I'm gonna win 5-4. I'm gonna win 5-4. I'm gonna win 5-4. That's it. I'm gonna win 5-4.
So how can they play together, BK? Explain.
Because you have Lampard who likes to bump forward, get forward. Listen, and likes to affect in the final third. But then you also have Scholes. But you have Scholes who likes to, keep the ball ticking.
The same reason Kroos and Modric can play together in a team.
So how are they
what
system you gonna play together to fit them in? What system you gonna play?
4-2-3-1, 4-3-3.
I'll play 4-3-3.
You have to play three midfielders. You have to.
Exactly. So yeah, like obviously, if you have those two,
exactly.
You're gonna have. No, I'm just trying to show you that like any two midfielders can play. You know what I'm saying?
I don't agree with that.
Bro. Scott McTominay and Fred were together, and your coach, and your coach disbanded that shit immediately, fam. Your coach disbanded those two midfielders immediately. Where are they now? Hold on. A year of Terry and Hag Mohammed. Where is the two midfielders you was dying on the hill for? That you thought they won't get replaced?
I've always said this. I told y'all this. I'll play McTominay over Fred. That's what I told y'all.
Bro, he's looking to
why do you think I'm on my knees begging for Caicedo? You think anybody else can play next to Enzo right there? Bro, I don't want Gallagher next to
Enzo. But you see what I'm saying?
I wouldn't play Scholes and Lampard together.
God, come on, man.
I wouldn't do that.
I think they can play really well together.
I think they can play well together.
I wouldn't do that. And like I said, you guys are saying all this.
I feel like that thing also goes with Kroos and Modric. If they can play together in a team, why can't Scholes and Lampard play together in a team?
You guys are just trying to find ways to talk and just trying to like be political. But the conversation was, as Fawaz said, Lampard is better than Scholes. So we both can agree that is false.
Yeah, but you know what though? But you know what? There is some people. No, but there is certain people that will think that.
Anything additional to that is nitpicking. Anything in addition to that is nitpicking.
No, because there's certain. Bro, if you think about it, like someone could join in and say, "Nah, yeah, he's right. Lampard is better," and give us reasons why he.
I'm saying outside of a Chelsea fan, you're not gonna get that.
Nah, you might, man. You might.
No,
don't never say never, man. I'm calling.
Never. That's true. Never say never. But majority of people that would say Lampard is better, they're Chelsea fans. 90% of them. And that's a fact.
Fair enough.
You've seen both play, you're never going to pick Lampard ahead of Scholes. That's just my opinion.
It depends on the team you're building, though.
You see, again, like I said, anything addition they're going to put is trying to fit in. They're trying to fit in the Lampard, bro. The question is, you already answered it. That's it. Like, don't try to.
Yeah, but what you say, no, but the way you add, when you add stuff, it's like, no, because if I had Xavi in my midfield,
you're trying to find ways to just be political.
Both
are good players. They're great players. Bro, I get it, bro.
No one's saying that.
But the question is Lampard better than Scholes? Is either a yes or a no. We get that they were great, bro.
No,
great players.
No. But when you add extra sauce, when you've already, bro, you just added extra sauce at the end.
I'm saying that my extra sauce is that Scholes is better technically. That's my extra sauce. And
Yeah,
that's also a fact.
but that sauce isn't needed. But that's what I'm saying. That sauce. That
I just
sauce.
want to let Favaz know that. Right? I get that the Lampard is his boy. I get it. That's his hero. That's his legend. But he gotta understand that his legend has fathers.
Mad. That's mad.
Lampard is Scholes' his son. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Mad.
Well, why didn't Lampard have more caps than Scholes in the England team?
Yeah, he did.
He was getting picked more. If you're saying nobody outside of Chelsea picks him more, Lampard was getting picked more than Scholes.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. In England, yeah. And what did they do? They win shit. But also, hold on. Now let me see your ball knowledge. What was Eriksen's reasoning for not picking Frank as Scholes as much? Or Scholes didn't play as much?
I don't know. I wasn't
Don't
following.
worry, I'm gonna tell you, but I'm gonna send you the video when he said it. Scholes had asthma issues. So there were a lot of games where Scholes didn't play because of that. But
and he picked to be a center midfielder. Damn.
But he's still better than him. One more than him.
That was unlucky.
You know. But yeah, man. Y'all got anything else y'all want to add to this?
Man said he's one more.
We didn't even talk about what we want to talk about with Chelsea's.
Oh yeah, you got distracted with this. Yeah, go for it.
I said we. I said we.
Nah, he Fawaz really. I was trying to go there with Chelsea, but he kind of and we even talk. Yeah. Go ahead, Fawaz. Go ahead.
What is going on? I think we got a year with goals for two players. Again, two 19-year-old or 20-year-old or 16-year-old players.
I saw a defender.
Leslie Ugo Chukwu, and one defender, Alex Factz or this. I think it's Ajax.
He's from Monaco.
He's from Monaco. Yeah.
So Monaco.
Yeah, I think that
we have the Ajax center halves. You know what I mean? We got the Ajax center half.
That's a
You got the second string hat center half.
That's a
bro. No one's second string. This guy. This is what I'm saying. The sauce wasn't needed. How is Timber second string, fam? No, pause. I'm sorry. Now let's reload that statement. How is Timber second string, fam? How is Timber second string, fam? That's what I want to know.
I thought Timber was a right back, actually.
Second
center back.
You know he's not. He's second string. He's second. He was not. He was not. To who? I don't know.
Who was he second string to? No. If you know, you know, because you're lying, fam.
Let's
Timber was
come
first.
back to. We'll come back to.
We don't need to come back. You check your Google. You do your Googles. Timber was first team starter.
Come back to it, bro.
First team starter.
Nah, but for real, I didn't follow a lot of Ajax games, but I knew Timber. I didn't even know who was Martinez. I didn't know Lisandro Martinez, but I knew Timber. So
bro,
Timber was.
You know what's mad?
Yeah?
Hey yo, Faz, watch this. Watch, Mohammed. You do know Timber was your first choice before Lisandro?
He was one of the people we're looking at. I won't say first choice. You're one of the people we're looking at.
Faz, you see that?
I don't want outside of the 2018 Champions League run or when did they have that Champions League run? I didn't watch Ajax, but I knew Timber. I didn't know who Lisandro Martinez was. Even when it signed, I was like, who is this 5'6" defender? Why is the defender 5'6"? That was my first thought. Like, why is the defender 5'6"?
Yeah, I know now.
I don't know who he was until y'all signed him, but I knew Timber. So
I just like the answer he gave. I like that politically correct answer, man.
I'm learning from you.
Based from my point of view, I don't know who Timber. I don't know who Lisandro was.
Bro, I was like, I'm not really getting y'all signings, though. You know, it seems like y'all release a lot of players. Y'all sign a lot of players. Chelsea's a lot of like it's confusing.
We're not signing a lot of.
I wish Lou was here, man.
We would not sign a lot of players. We haven't even signed. I wanted
to ask Lou, have you signed the 3 players that you need?
No, we haven't. We haven't because we need a goalkeeper. No, has not coming yet. We need
apparently the Brighton goalkeeper you lot are looking at, Sanchez.
Man, I don't. I saw that news this morning. I was like, nah, that's like getting Kepa back on too. I want like give me Martinez.
What from Aston Villa?
Yeah. Give me that or Mike Mayan from AC Milan.
Nah,
I know you don't.
Not even that. Not even that. He's gonna cost you like 60 million, bro. He's not. Yeah, bro.
I don't want nothing to do with Brighton anymore.
Yo,
get me off Brighton shit.
If you're saying we have to spend 50 million on Raya, and he has 1 year left, you might think you'll get Manyan, who's got like 4 years. He loves Milan. France #1. Yeah.
See, that's why that 30 signing thing. I agree with it from some like to an extent, but I don't think our season is gonna go cracking if we don't sign a goalkeeper. Like Kepa can still do the job to some extent. Like we're gonna consider like 6 extra goals or 7 extra goals that we shouldn't be considering. It's gonna be fine. We went with him last season and still had like the 3rd best defense in the league, so it'll be all right. But I'm gonna say we've been criticizing a lot of these young players. Chelsea have been buying like, why is Chelsea buying these young players? But preseason so far, they've shown that the scouting has actually been there. Like players that you would like in 2 years or 3 years, you would be paying 80 million for, paying 100 million for. We've gone and spent 20 million on them.
Like some will not work out. Not all of them work out.
And that's why the multi-club system is there. That's why they got. We have a club in France now, Strasbourg. Loan all these players there. If they're not good enough, let them permanently stay at Strasbourg. If they're good enough, bring them back.
Wow.
Bring them back.
Like a bunch of crooks, fam. It's
legal.
Look.
It's legal. Just because it's a loophole, don't mean it's not legal. It's perfectly legal for them to do
it. Listen, I wish my club done the same thing.
The craziest what I've seen is a guy from Ukraine or something like Zakharyan or something like that. Chelsea can buy him because he has like a Russian passport and with the whole Russian thing. And they're trying to make Strasbourg buy him, and it's gonna spend like 2 years or something in Strasbourg.
That's good business, man. That's good. That's good business. No, but that's the thing. But can I tell you something? You know, Man City have the same. Remember, Man City have New York City FC, and they have one team in like South Africa. No, South America.
South America,
they got one team there. I think they got another team somewhere else. Like they got them little pockets that they be sending their youngsters, and
what I've seen from these young players this preseason. Wow, like I don't have anything against the scouting team right now because they've actually gone out, did their job, and we don't have to pay 100 million for the player in the next 2 years or so.
So like let's ask the proper questions, because like I said before, not everyone's gonna make it. Like, where would you like to take the hit on if you could choose an area where not all of them's gonna work out, where are you gonna be more like happy? Because that's like
a position.
Yeah, like where do you think it might? Not obviously. Listen, we never know. They're young ballers, isn't it? But it's all. But I think that's the good thing about young players. It's so up and down. You never know, bro.
Right.
Like you actually never know, unless after like 2-3 years, then you know.
Right. I actually take the wing on left on left wing. Modric has shown signs, but
yeah.
I wouldn't be like mad if it didn't make it, because we have like, you have a right wing that can still score goals. You have a striker that can still score goals. We have a in midfield that can still score goals. So if Modric is not like holding his way, I wouldn't.
But do you know the problem? But you know what the problem is for me? I feel like he has the best raw ability out of all of your wingers. So that's where it's like, damn, if you just tell me, like, if you could imagine you was playing like FIFA, FM, whatever you play, and then your scouting department says this guy, he's quick, he's strong, you hear me? He's very direct.
We've seen quick players that haven't made it either. Werner was very fast.
But we've seen ones that have, and the ones that have are crazy. Like, you know, like in the Prem, if you got the pace and the power, the PMP first, and you get the rest to come with it, you might have something. You know, you might have something. So
No, but
that's
I agree with that. I agree with that. But I feel like Madueke on the right side might have a higher ceiling because he's 1-on-1. You can't coach that. The way he just stands down at you, look at you in the eye, and just let the ball go a different way. Modric does not have that. Kind of like he will kind of like fumble the ball a little bit, use his power to get past you. He's not as quite as technical as, but his speed is crazy. He played one ball in the preseason where it looked like he was losing the ball. He literally passed the ball to himself. He passed the ball way down, and he passed like 2 defenders, and he ran past those defenders like lightning. I was like, wow.
But you see that you can't coach that either.
You're right.
You can't coach that.
You're right, man.
Man just saw the space and said, "You know what? I'm gonna do it."
See, that's the difference between him and Madueke. Where Madueke see that space, he's gonna dribble into that space, but Modric just passed the ball and ran to meet the ball.
Sometimes you have to, but you see what I'm talking about, like where like that's where for me, like I look at Chelsea, I'm like, right, like if Pochettino, because listen, I said this way earlier into last season, and I think I might be right. I said, listen, I did say watch out for Chelsea. I was like, no. I said, listen, Chelsea have one game a week. One game a week.
I said that to Mohammed. He didn't believe me.
Pochettino can cook something. Pochettino can cook something. You never know what he could do. Like, obviously, I don't expect them to be good from the start. Maybe the first month or two. So you might see 1 or 2 losses here and there, or I could be wrong. But do you know what I'm saying? But I feel like that will happen. But if he cooks and then he has time to play his system and these players are comfortable, listen, you never know what one game a week could do for you. You never know. And if Chelsea get back into that top 4, that's even better for them. That's better.
That's the crazy thing, though. With the new Champions League thing, we don't even need to be in top 4 for next season's Champions League.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, that's crazy. We don't have to even make the top 4 to be in the Champions League next season.
Well, I just hope we can make top 5 because
it still needs to make it. Like my thing is the way whenever I'm gonna judge him. Like preseason is too fast to be judging.
Yeah,
like 10 games into the season, I'm thinking like.
So, but like, so, I like to play both sides, the devil and the angel. Pause. But like, what happens if you don't get these 3 players that you lot are telling us that you're gonna?
No. That is a Lulu thing. That is a Lulu thing.
But I've asked every Chelsea fan, and they've all said, we need 3, 4. Like that's the numbers they've been telling us.
Before preseason, I sat down here like 4 weeks ago or 6 weeks ago saying we need a striker that is not Jackson. But from what I've seen with Jackson in preseason, I'm fine with him.
I hear that.
So that's one out of that. So my feeling would have been Caicedo, some very good striker like Colomwine, not even Colomwine, like Osimhen. Like I don't care if you have to spend 200 million. Give me Osimhen and give me a good keeper.
Yeah.
But right now with Jackson playing well and we still have Broa coming back from injury, I'm fine with the striker position. I don't have to go spend 200 million on Osimhen anymore. But Caicedo needs to come. we need a midfielder.
Yeah.
We need somebody next to Enzo. He can't. Like he actually liked a tweet I was saying like, oh, we spend so much money on Enzo, but we're not giving him the tools to be like to play his
I don't
best.
think that was him. That was definitely his brother or something, fam.
I mean, it
That
was his
wasn't.
account, but somebody liked
Yeah,
it.
but
Whoever.
listen, that's his
I know.
brother. That's his agent. That's
Yeah,
not him.
they were lacking it, but they are right. Like to see the fruit of the labor of Enzo, you do need to play somebody more defensive minded next to him. This is something that Chelsea fans won't agree with, but I think if we didn't sell Jorginho last season, we would have been at a better place. Because Jorginho would be playing that 6, would let Enzo go forward. Without Jorginho in that team, we have to play Enzo all the way back, which is not the best place to play in. But a lot of Chelsea players, they're gonna come for my head for that. I mean, Chelsea fans are gonna come for my head because they hate Jorginho. I don't get it.
It's because he went to Arsenal, you know.
Before he did, people didn't like him so much. I was like, he's not the worst player.
Yeah.
He's a different kind of player. He's not
But
a
like,
you know, player or some fast player, but it's
when you lose, what like listen, I say this statement, no disrespect. When you lose a lot, you start to dislike, you know, certain like, you know, when you start losing certain players that you never really liked when you were winning, now you have a reason to not like them in it, and it's like they're kind of validating all the negative things that they had. Listen, I for me, I've always said Jorginho's a good player, but top 3 Ballon d'Or, crazy, innit? Yeah, I mean, that to me was crazy, but it's all right. I understand in football why they gave him that, because that year he did win a lot and he was playing a lot of games. But I think, I think Chelsea can cook, you know. Apart from you, hey.
All right, in this guy said, though, and maybe if we can get Martinez.
So for us, let me ask
With
you,
the striker.
what's like a minimum?
Oh, he's talking about the goalkeeper. Sorry.
What's like the minimum you accept from this next season? Because like you said, you guys will play 1 game a week, bro. Y'all should be really getting top 4.
Yeah, top 4. That's what I said from the beginning. Top 4 and a trophy. Top 4.
I heard that.
And if y'all don't get that like, what's the unacceptable?
If we don't get that, it's not necessarily a failure, depending on how we play the season. Like I could say, like you could look at Arsenal as an example. Those seasons Arsenal came 8 back to back. You knew they were going somewhere. Like even I watched Arsenal back then. I was like, you knew this team was. You knew they were gonna cook in like 2 seasons. But they finished 8 back to back. Doesn't mean it was a failure season. They were just trying to get their shit right. So even if we don't get top 4 and a trophy, it's still not a failure, depending on how we actually played in the season.
Oh yeah, we're cooking. No, I feel it's done, fam.
I'm telling you that when Arsenal finished 8, I didn't think they should have finished there. They were so like Arsenal football was so beautiful to watch when they had like other guy wasn't playing like it was playing now. Saka wasn't playing like it was playing now. Martinelli wasn't playing like, so they needed time to kind of gel together.
But 2-3 years ago, all these players were saying like Bukayo was 19, Martinelli was 19 of an injury.
Right.
No, he was 20 of an injury, like a season out. He was just playing. Martin Odegaard was on loan to Real Betis the year before, went to Real Madrid, wasn't playing, came Arsenal. I had to start all over again. So the team that those 3 players came into, remember, the only people left from that starting 11 was Granit Xhaka, and he's gone. That's the only person that was left in that Arsenal team from when Mikel started was Xhaka, and he's been sold. He's changed everyone from that team is gone. You
could see what it was trying to do. What Mikel was trying to, I thought I was trying to do. Like you could see his vision of like how he's trying to play. He just didn't have every players in the right place that I wanted them to do. So I wouldn't I don't want us to finish 12 like we finished last season, obviously. But even if we don't win a trophy or we don't get top 4, depending on how we play in the season, we go to Man City and we don't play like we're afraid of them.
So
that's a win for me.
So it's more performance based than results. Obviously, results matters, but
results matters.
Yeah,
but it's like when we won the Champions League, we didn't have the best performances in those Champions League matches, but they're not gonna take one Champions League trophy away from us because we didn't have the best performance. So it does matter to win games and win trophies. But I know a lot of rival fans are gonna come and say, "Oh, if Poch does not get top 4, it needs to be fired, or it is a failure." I don't think it's a failure, depending on how it plays.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think how you play matters. I think that's gonna matter, but we'll see. I think if you think about like how Pochettino has been playing, even obviously at Spurs and at PSG, as long as I think so. Now let me ask you two most important player this season for Chelsea. Player, just give me one. Just one, because that's like I said, that's the good thing about Chelsea. Everyone's fresh, and you don't have an opinion of anybody apart from the players you've already seen. Like, do you know what I mean? Like some of them that you already know and stuff like that. But that Chelsea squad, because even me, who's that Brazilian midfielder you man got? Is it Santos? I ain't never heard of this brother, but I see him cooking.
That's what I'm saying. This Carlton team has been doing their job right.
He's decent. So I'm like, if you're asking even me, when I'm sitting down and I watch Chelsea, that's who I'm gonna be. Obviously, I've seen what Enzo can do, cool, but I'm gonna be checking him out. Like, oh, is this player really gonna make it or not? So, or can he be? Yeah, I don't know who that is.
It's been decent to the. I think it won the Golden Boots in the under 20 World Cup.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
It's been decent too. Kane Chukwuemeka has been decent.
Yeah, but I saw him at Aston Villa, so I kind of knew he was decent.
Lewis All is good too. I just don't. You know what? A player that I haven't even talked about at all. Ian Maatsen.
I don't know who that is.
Don't know who Ian Maatsen?
No.
I think it was loaned to Burnley last season, and it came back into the team now. And he's supposed to be a left back, but he's been playing left winger for Poch, and he's been cooking. He scored like 2 goals.
Okay.
In left wing from left back. So I don't know.
Okay. So who's the most important, would you say, for you?
I'm torn.
Or who will be the most important player for you?
I'm torn between the guy actually scoring the goal, which is Jackson, and the guy providing it, which is Enzo. I don't know who's going to be more important. I think Jackson might be, because Enzo has shown that he can provide those passes. The goal is for somebody to be at the end of those passes and actually finish those goals.
Yeah.
So maybe Jackson edges it for me, but in that category. Just because of that. Because Enzo has shown he can always make those passes. He has a vision to make those passes. The end goal is for somebody to be there and finish. He made those passes to Havertz. He made those passes to Felix. They couldn't finish those goals. So if we can make somebody that can actually finish the goal, Jackson and maybe even Kuku too.
I hear that. Okay. Yeah, I hear that.
What about I had a bidding for another striker. Is born in 2002 or something like that. Eliwayi or something.
Yo, I can speak to Chelsea for me, because I got some of my niece and nephews. They could sign up in a couple years or so. I lie, man. Yeah, I got some
Right.
players for them
I'm telling you,
because
Todd definitely has some child fetish because I don't think that man has signed any play since like first since the first time they came through and Tuchel was like, oh, I want all these experienced players. They signed like players that are like below 22. A bulk of that 600 million was players below 22. Like 19,
that's good.
19, 16, 17. They even signed a player that can't even play for the first team because he's not 18 yet.
That's mad.
It's like, what are you doing?
That's mad. Listen, speaking of millions, woof, 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 woof. Man United are about to drop 75 million big ones on their Haaland, as Mohammed said. They got we have our Haaland. And first of all, Mohammed, is that a lot of money? Yes or no?
I was looking at. I think for a striker, it's kind of like what you expect to get for up and coming striker, because strikers are always expensive, and like you pay out the ass for them,
Jackson
especially
wasn't.
if the team knows. You gotta consider they know you're a Premier League
Listen,
team.
Jackson wasn't expensive. Scored the same amount of goals as Özland.
That's true. That's true. That's true. How much did Jackson go for?
35.
Where did y'all buy him from?
Villarreal.
And it's got eight goals.
How old is he?
22.
22, 20, yeah, 21, 22.
That's
yeah.
fair. That's fair. You said how much you got it for again?
35.
35? Nah, that's fair. I mean, if you compare it to the Jackson thing, then 100%. But I think we got him for like what?
Jesus was cheaper.
Yeah, but Jesus' situation was like he's leaving. He had his one like what? Okay, how long was his contract?
He had 2 more years.
Yeah, so this guy literally signed for Atlanta. He had one season there.
Half a season.
Yeah, 1 season really. So like
yeah, but 1 season 7.
The point I'm trying to say in contracts,
Okay.
like you can't expect to get also to pay a premium for someone on his last contract who does not want to be a club and wants to leave. You can't really get the same. I do think like you see what you're saying. It is expensive. But
he said he was gonna go PSG though.
He didn't say that.
Yeah, he said if the United deal wasn't gonna get done, I don't mind going PSG.
Oh yeah, 100%. If you were in this position, you would have done the same thing too. So that makes sense. I'm not surprised about all that. But at the end of the day, man, I was texting with Joseph, the United Joseph. He was texting me about it, and he was talking about how like he's gonna be a great. He said something that I don't know if I necessarily agree with. He said that Euler like owns the box, because I was asking him like what's the difference between like him and Haaland. He's saying like Haaland owns the box, but I feel like that's more of a Haaland thing. So I'm not excited, but I've been saying this like with all our transfers, like I haven't got one that's kind of like that like just pushes me like, oh yeah, I'm giddy. But I would say we definitely need strikers, bro. If you look at the way United playing right now, the chances we create, and even in the game against Real Madrid, you can tell that we were missing a striker. We were missing that focal point, the way we press, the way we just attack. That is the one player we're missing, and we need someone there that's going to be a threat. Going to be a threat for goals and just play style that will free up Rashford, that frees up Bruno, and that will free up whoever's on that right wing. But I'm glad we got him. I'm glad we got the deal done early. Well, hold up. Let me rewind. We haven't even got him yet. All we got is the Fabrizio. Here we go. So
he didn't travel with his squad.
Bro. I need you to hold the shirt. Didn't travel, medical, none of that, bro.
Listen. Sometimes, I hear what you're saying. Sometimes you know when something's getting done, innit? It's done. It's done. It's done, bro.
No, but you see this crazy thing that Boli just did. The CDM he just signed from Rennes. Ugochukwu was supposed to be the replacement for Caicedo if Brighton sells Caicedo. And now he's a Chelsea player too. So I don't know if they're trying to make it as like if you give us Caicedo, we loan you back this player for a couple of
I think they might.
I don't think Chelsea gonna get Caicedo though. I just think that Brighton are gonna stick. Caicedo.
I think they're gonna stick to their 100 million, and Chelsea are gonna be like, well, we pay. Like it's gonna be like a day to the season start, and they're gonna be like, it's the same thing with Enzo. Let's stick to the 105. We came in like they signed the contract like 2 minutes before the end of the transfer window. So we're eventually gonna pay. They just don't want to show their hands.
Yeah, bro. Listen, you try to save as much money as you can because there's still a lot of money that they're spending. So they will try and do smart business, which makes sense. Which is why it takes a while. But
they're like an African mother. They're not gonna go in and say, "Oh, I have 100 million. I want to spend. Here you go." They're gonna test the waters. And they've been increasing by 5 million every couple of weeks.
That's what. Did you see what thing done by Munich? They came in for Harry Kane 70 mil. Come on, man. Like, and then they came 80, and then they came again 85. You see,
we went 60, 65, 70, 75, 80 on Caicedo. They keep saying 100. I'm pretty sure if we say like 85 plus some add-ons, they'll probably say yes to that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But in relation to Haaland, it's like, they wanted, I think Atalanta wanted 95. You lot are giving them 85 or 80. I don't know from what I saw. And it's, you lot met the evaluation a lot quicker than Chelsea are doing, like, basically, if you think about it. So that's why I feel like he's coming, because the links from when he was rumored to come to the here we go means Man United, because I think you lot put one bid in and then they rejected it, if I'm not wrong. And then you lot came back. I don't know.
No, I don't think we ever put a bid in for him.
I think it was
they were always negotiating on the side to get that straightened out.
Yeah, but if you,
I don't remember us
say no official bid. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't remember putting an official bid.
Yeah, but there was a verbal, like all the 60, 65 of Caicedo either. That was no official. It was just like, oh, you're gonna take 60? Nah. Okay, what about 65?
Yeah. 100%. That did happen with him. Yeah, but not an official bid. But the United thing now, I think the biggest thing is like we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with the players that are gonna leave. Like I'm a bit worried that none of these conversations are happening. You have Eric Bailly's coming back. He's actually back
already.
Huh?
I said Chelsea took care of that already.
Yeah, well, United, that's the issue we have. Like Eric Bailly's back. You have people like Donny van der Beek. I'm hearing he might go. I heard another club. I'm not sure if it's in the like the. I'm not sure, but there was a club that's talking about him. Fred, I'm not sure about McTominay, because I would want McTominay to come, but if we get Amrabat, that's like the next signing United looking if the Haaland deal goes through and everything's done with that. The next target is Amrabat, but if we do go that route, I'm still looking at a player like Kobe Mainoo. I'm still looking at Hannibal. Like I want my youngsters to get a chance.
Annabelle is a same time, right? I thought it was
that again.
I thought Annabelle was attacking midfielder.
Yeah, he said, yeah. But I mean, when you're that young, bro, like you gotta fit in where you can. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta perform. If they need him to play as an attacking midfielder, fine. If you need to bust your ass in that right wing, you gotta do that. If you gotta
every time I say his name, I feel like it's been too damn bad. How would you name him over like the same name as like one of the worst serial killer in the world?
One of the worst what?
Is it like Annabelle Lecter, like a serial killer?
No, I think there's a King Hannibal. Or like there's I mean but
Annabelle Lecter was like
I think there's a couple of Hannibal names that are like kind of like have some negative connotation to it, that just done some fucked up things in the world.
That's the only thing I think about whenever I hear that guy's name.
Hannibal,
like,
yeah.
I was like,
I think there was a King Hannibal too, if I remember my history correctly. But the kid is good, man. I like him. He's aggressive. and I want him to give it a shot at. I want him, and if that means if you tell me, right, you're gonna ship McTominay away, you're gonna sell him. I need both of those kids in the team rotating in and out. That's the only way I'm kind of like swallowing that, bro. If you're just gonna be buying all these different players and we have these youngsters, then Ten Hag, I'm gonna be looking at you because you already Charlie Savage is gone. Zidane Iqbal, that's the one that's really pissing me off. That's gone.
Yeah, y'all saw like Iqbal for like 7.5. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, I think
That's
even less than that. I think even less
that's
than that.
too low for
I think even less than that. Yeah.
whatever.
You got a situation with Ahmad. What's going on with Ahmad? I think he's back training. Ahmad, what's going with Ahmad? What's going with Palestri? You know what I'm saying? There's now more talks about Greenwood. So like I understand from a manager standpoint, maybe the Greenwood, like the club hasn't decided, but you got to make a decision on Hannibal, Diallo, Palestri, and Kobe Mainu, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta give these people a shot. So don't just keep signing all these different players. Or if you do, you gotta ship out. Van der Beek gotta go for sure. Fred gotta go for sure. The McTominay one, I'm only gonna take McTominay leaving if it means that his position is gonna be taken by another youngster. So
My question is, who's gonna buy those players? These players are
these are Premier League proven players, bro. Like, what do you mean? Like they definitely
Van
have
der Beek is Premier League proven.
Well,
He has
Van
to
der
play
Beek,
one good game in the
yeah,
Premier League.
but I mean, Van der Beek is still like, he's still a player, bro. Like you acting like these people
No,
leaving
he's not.
United, they're not gonna have a footballing career, bro.
I'm not saying he's not gonna have a footballing career, but who's ready to take on that wage for that quality of player?
That's something that United has to figure out, and I think that going forward, I've seen them improve, even the transfer strategy.
Go meet the Saudis. Tell them to come back.
Nah, facts. I wouldn't mind a Fred being in Saudi. McTominay, I don't want him to go to Saudi. I think he can fight for this position in the Premier League and have a footballing career in the Premier League. Continue. Fred, get the bag, bro. Get the bag. You're at that age that Saudi is paying right now. Go get the bag. Donny van der Beek, don't go to Saudi, but also go put yourself in a position where you can play. So for Fred, I can see a Saudi route. But I think I saw a club, they saying there was shit, man. What club was that? The owner was saying that he wanted to get Fred, but the manager said no, he doesn't want it. He wanted another player, so he didn't bid in for him. Like it was quotes from the actual owner. I forgot. It was a manager that's well known too. I think it was a former player. I can't remember, but yeah. So there's people that's looking at him. I think the United have an issue with the wages that they've given people like Dunny and Fred. So it's gonna be hard to price them out. But there's even I know West Ham bidding for Harry Maguire, but it was like 20 million. So they're gonna have to up that. But also United gonna have the issue with Maguire's wages. So what I was trying to say is that going forward, I need these owners to like, and whoever's running the club to pay attention to how they do their wage structure, because it's come to fuck us. It come to fuck us a lot of times when we need to get rid of players, we can't really sell them. You see, Chelsea sold all their players. Man City sell all their players. They sell the players that they need to sell to make room for their squad. But for United, we have a lot of trouble, moving on our players. So this all goes back to the Glazers and everything. But I know when I say that, people don't want to try to hear it, but it goes more than just spending money, bro. It goes about caring how your club effectively runs. And Glazers wait till the last minute and just throw money at it. So we'll see. But in
Another
Saudi
player,
What?
that needs to go learn Arabic is Sterling.
Who?
Sterling needs to go learn Arabic.
He needs to go learn Arabic.
Oh, he needs to go learn Arabic.
I thought that's your best player.
Nah, man has been horrible in the preseason. He can't
I
dribble anymore.
told
His
y'all
legs
this,
are
bro.
gone.
It's the same thing I was saying. Who was I talking about? Jesus. It's the same thing, but that Man City team, it adds like 5-6 goals to your foreign players, bro.
It's not. I don't even understand the Sterling thing anymore. It's not even about the goals. You give this man a ball, one on one.
Sorry, can I just say Jesus? He's been playing well for us in pre-season, so I don't know.
Sterling dribbles into the defender 100% of the time. He just go to the defender and runs into them. Just runs into the defender 100% of the time he has with the ball. So I don't know. I think it's gonna get benched by Mudryk and Madueke.
Man, Mudryk has been looking good in some of the clips I've seen him. So, definitely we'll see, man. But I mean, Sterling, that's gonna be an issue that y'all gotta figure out because if you're paying him all that money, I
That's
don't
why.
think Sterling,
That's
he's
why
not
I
gonna
said
want, he's not
he
gonna
needs
want
to
to
go
sit
learn
on.
Arabic.
Uh,
They're ready to
that's-
pay the whatever wages he wants. He needs to go learn Arabic because he's the highest paid
Hey,
player right now. Like
yeah,
75 or something like that.
Pochettino needs to tell him that because if he just keeps him on the bench, Sterling's not gonna be happy with that, bro.
And this is Tuchel's stuff now. This is all Tuchel's signings. I don't get it. The man is a great coach, horrible talent ID though.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, wait, fast. Can't Sterling be your version? Because can't Sterling be like his son? That
He
last
can
player.
he can do like have you watched also this preseason? I don't know if you have, but like
Little bit.
if you have, Sterling has been dog shit. Like 18-year-old Brazilian Angelo Gabriel has played way better, miles better than Sterling has played.
Nah,
So
but I mean, it's also
It's also
preseason. You know what I'm
preseason.
saying? It's preseason.
well,
right?
you can't beat your player. Like every time he gets on the ball, he's a winger. You're gonna get one-on-one with your right back all the time. You get one-on-one with your right back, and you're just running into them. I just know it's like that flashback of Havertz again, where Havertz get a one-on-one with the keeper, and I know he's gonna miss. Every time we're on an attack and the ball goes to Sterling, I know we lose a possession. Because he's not gonna get past his right back all the
Nah,
time.
that's true.
And
I
it's
mean, but it's
frustrating.
preseason, bro. Like if he
Ah,
continue, if he
He
continues this,
was doing that last season though.
that's
It
what I'm
was
saying. Like if he continues that in the
no,
in the
it was doing this. It was running into players last season too. So it's not just. And it
I
said
said he was running into players.
it said, oh, I've changed my diet and I've tried to run faster. Nigga, you've not
Yeah.
done anything. You're still running into players. Like his version of dribbling is trying to like push the ball past them, run through them, and try to like get a foul on them or something like that.
yeah, nah,
That's what
nah.
Anthony does, though. That's what Anthony does.
I actually don't watch Man U play that much, bro. It's just it annoys the shit out of me
He
because
has
like we're on a good attack. You have players in the box. They're waiting for you to dribble and play a pass, but you run into your right back all the time.
Yeah, we
And
should.
they have an 18-year-old playing in the exact same position, and it's beating players left and right.
Damn.
And if you can get him off the wage, that's a big deal for us because is outside him, there is only Rhys James that's getting paid, I think, $250, and then after that, everybody else is below $150.
How much is Enzo on?
Oh, and maybe I think Enzo is on 137.
Yeah. You must recheck that.
Nah, let me check.
Enzo getting the bag. I can tell you that for free. So wait, Mohammed, obviously now you got your striker in. Your keepers in. It's looking like your midfield set with Amrabat. Maybe it's looking like he's gonna come in. You happy with that?
Happy with what? The players or the?
Yeah, Amrabat. Amrabat.
I've not actually
Haaland.
not watch Amrabat outside of the World Cup.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I haven't. I'm not gonna sit and say I have, but I see it enough to know that he will be a good addition.
What is it? Is it 6?
Yeah, he'll probably play as a 6 role or
So replacing
Cover-
Casemiro or what?
that would be the thinking because he's not really a super creative player. You know, maybe he could play at 8 possibly, but he's not gonna like he's gonna be there as just to improve he's there to improve the squad as a overall. He's not there to. I'm not seeing
He's not gonna be
Amrabat starting.
starting.
Yeah, I'm not seeing him starting. And that's why I've been like not really excited about all these signings because I don't think there's any player even personally Onana obviously by nature of the hair leaving just it comes into the 11, but I feel like all our signings does not improve our 11. It does like there's not one player that you've seen that comes in and be like, yo, that player is starting and improving that 11 from last season.
The striker
Not,
is. It's
yeah,
better than.
maybe Haaland, yeah, Haaland
It's
comes
better
in,
than
but he's
Martial.
not there. He's not here yet, so I'm not considered.
So what do you? It's a year we go. I think.
I don't give a fuck. I need to see you holding the shirt. Fabrizio is not official, bro.
But when is it? As it said a year ago, that wasn't true before.
Then Fabrizio give a here we go for Riyad Mahrez going. Oh, not my. Who was it? Your winger.
He's
Ziyech.
gone, bro.
Ziyech?
Nah. Yeah, when he failed his medical.
Yeah, but
No, but that's a failed medical.
But did you get the here we go from Fabrizio?
No, but bro, yeah, but
So
that is
my point I'm
different.
trying
That
to
is
make
different.
y'all
that's
is
different. Bro.
I am
That's
not
different.
considering
That's
that's
different.
what I'm trying to tell you.
That's different.
Fabrizio telling me here we go is not me to think about a play, and I need you to hold a shirt, go through all the processes, go through everything, hold a shirt, and then I'm gonna say you're a player, bro. Until you do that,
But if you
it's not
have a
attempt.
player failing a medical too, you don't want that player in your team anyways.
You're missing my point, bro. If you don't go through that process, I am not considering you. Until you go through that process, you hold a shirt, then I'm gonna say okay. But until then, there's still shit that can go wrong, bro. So as far as I'm concerned, he's like until the manager starts talking about you holding a shirt, you're not a manager. But as far as I'm concerned right now, you are still an Atlanta player, bro. I understand. Fabrizio gave the here we go and all that. I don't give a fuck. So for me, all the signings so far, they're great. I'm excited.
If him and
But,
Austin says it,
bro,
I'm
you're missing.
fine.
I
I'm fine
don't
with it.
care. All these people, I don't care who they are, bro. I need to see you holding a shirt. If you hold a shirt, that means that you've gone through every process. You've gone through your medical, you passed it, your visa, everything is sorted out. You are
But
official player.
statistically, how many players fill their medicals these
You're
days?
missing my point, bro. You're missing my
Ziyech-
point. I don't
Ziyech
care
is
about
just
all
a-
the statistics.
Ziyech
I
is
don't
just
care.
a crazy.
It's happened before, bro. I mean, shit. Look at like that's how I think, bro. That's just how I think.
I
That's
get
how I
it.
process the players. I'm not gonna change it. It's been like that for a
Hope
long.
Haaland chooses PSG. I don't know
get it.
why. he's
Well,
doing
that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's fine.
I get
But
it.
but for even Haaland, you know, but for right now, the
that
transfers,
will not be
I
fun.
don't see that. Improving our 11. I don't see that, and I'm a bit worried about that. I'm a bit worried that these players will add. You can see that they're better backups.
What about Mount?
Even Mount, I don't personally see Mount.
Okay, but bro, you say upgrade
Permanent.
your 11, but where? Like, where do you want to upgrade your 11?
Ericsson.
Yeah, isn't Mount
yeah.
replacing Ericsson?
That's Mount.
I don't. Again,
So you say Mount is not an upgrade on Ericsson?
Bro, he's not.
For the way we want to, the what Ericsson brought into the team, the level of controlling possession that helped Bruno, that helped Rashford. I don't see Mount doing that. So I have to see how Ten Hag wants to play with Mount, and if that's gonna help us. But naturally, the way I see Mount playing, I don't see him controlling the possession. I saw Ericsson doing that, and I saw what value that brought into that Man United team. So personally, I don't think Mount improves the improvement on Ericsson just because of that fact.
So
Mount has other qualities. Mount has other qualities that make him a good player. But personally, still
okay. So one. So you have one. Where else do you think United first team improvement?
The striker, even with Haaland, if you think about it, I'm not like that excited. I'm not like, oh shit, like boom.
Bro, but
I think he's good, but I haven't really seen enough of him, and he hasn't scored that much for me to be like excited. So I'll put him there as well. He's a question mark. I felt like I would have liked a right winger.
On top of Anthony.
The right winger, they need to figure out what's going on with Greenwood, bro. Figure out what's going on with Greenwood. Make a decision.
Bro, on top of Anthony, on top of
Make
Sancho.
a decision on Greenwood.
Damn.
And then I wanna back up for Varane. Varane is injury prone. He knows that he goes missing. I need a backup for Varane. So if you'd have given me a good backup of Varane, a Caicedo, but I'll take an Amrabat. I'll take a Caicedo for the long term, and I know what you can do with him. But I'll take an Amrabat. Give me someone else that's gonna also replace Eriksen. Yeah. So that would have got me excited. Those things, but right now,
Oh, bro, you've said, but you've kind of messed up on your own point. You talked about first team, but then you talked about getting someone to play second fiddle to Varane. That's not first team.
I'm
no,
saying,
but I'm talking about first. No, but you say
I gave you the first teamers. Was the
you only said two
Martinez,
positions.
The two, which is I mean right back, first team. Sedam Eriksen.
But you was talking of Aaron. So you said to me you don't want Aaron Masako.
I would have wanted someone there that would take the position and push Wan Bissaka to possibly up his game a bit. But I would have taken someone.
So wait. So what you've described is competition, right?
No, I would have ultimately, yeah. I mean, anytime you sign a player, it's competition, right? But I would have wanted us. You know how I told you that with the goalkeeper, you normally sign a second-hand goalkeeper, knowing that they're gonna have a first. But what you guys did was bring a direct replacement, like a proper replacement for him, that they're gonna battle it out. I would have wanted something like that, someone that like he's gonna first start. Just like when we signed Telles, right? Telles was starting, Luke Shaw was benched, but then eventually Luke Shaw came back and took his position. So I would have wanted a right back that was possibly gonna start, and then then they battle it out.
Yeah, which is why you have Diego Dalot.
Nah, Dalot should have been sold personally. I think he had a great first half of the season. Because you gotta be Dalot. I'm not looking at Dalot just last season. I'm looking at Dalot since he's been there. But last season he definitely
he's been on loan.
He went on loan he's played. Like he went on loan one time. But
one time.
Yeah, so Eriksen, right back, and the striker. Those are like the first team improvements, like direct come in, swap. Then the decisions needs to be a replacement for Casemiro, a right winger, make the decision on Greenwood, and then a replacement for Varane. Those three are like we should sort that out. If you'd at least given me any of those three, I'd have been happy, but I didn't get any of those three. I got Mount, I got Onana, which again there's a question mark, and then who is it? Haaland, so which is not even done yet. So we'll see. I'm not excited. I'm not jumping for joy just yet.
Okay. Well, that sounds underwhelming for the amount of money you've spent.
Very underwhelming. I get it. I'm not excited. And plus, the Qataris need to come sell the Glazers. Fuck the Glazers.
I'm saying Mbappe links.
I'll take an Mbappe. You know what I'm saying? Slap it on the right.
No, to Chelsea. I'm saying Mbappe links to Chelsea.
Slap him on that right, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying Mbappe.
Mbappe will never join United, bro.
He's gonna join United before he joins Arsenal.
I'm saying Mbappe links to Chelsea.
If you say so.
I know so.
If you believe that.
I believe that.
Because you don't got no project.
Huh?
You don't got no project. What project is going on right now? What is your philosophy?
There's no philosophy. Nothing. Yeah, nothing. If we don't have nothing, you guys are where? What do you guys have then?
We can see what y'all are trying to do. Young players for the future.
Out of here,
nah, you can't even say that's a lie.
If United have no philosophy, project, then Chelsea don't know what
your signings, what philosophy are they fulfilling? All
right, pause. Come on.
No. Tell me, your signings, what philosophy are they fulfilling? Are you signing players for the future? Are you signing players? Like, what are you the players you're signing? What category can you put them in that this is why we're signing these players?
Who have we signed so far? Tell me.
Onana, Mount, Haaland, even if you say it's not done yet. But like, what philosophy is that?
Are those are young players though?
I wouldn't say so.
You would say
Onana is
so?
what? Onana is what?
Okay,
Onana's
Onana's older,
27. I think he's 27.
but he's a goalkeeper, right?
Onana's 25, 26.
Yeah, Mount's 25. Yeah, Mount's 25.
Okay, so I wouldn't
Yeah,
say
Mount's 25.
I wouldn't say that is a young player.
Haaland, well, the rumored guy, he's coming. He's young. He's like 22.
He's the young one. But
Yeah, he's like
Chelsea
22.
actually signing young players. Chelsea has not signed anybody above 23.
That's true. Chelsea do not project youth.
I'm telling you, Todd has a child fetish.
Fetish.
Mama's done a child
Mine is
fetish.
24. He's turning 24.
What Haaland?
Mine is 23.
Mount is not 23. I thought Mount was a year
He's
older than I
23,
am.
turning 24.
I thought it was older than I am.
I
Nah.
thought Mount was 25. Yeah.
I thought Mount was older than me. That's why I thought Mount was older than me. Because Rich James is older than me, and I thought Mount was too.
Nah. But we'll see, man. At the end of the day, bro, like we'll see how it's gonna happen next season, bro.
Just like I'm saying, 2030, Chelsea.
It's not let's see how it will happen next season. You will be there. You have to be there. I don't want to hear this.
Nah.
We'll see.
We'll see how it goes, bro.
No.
We have no philosophy. Let's go.
No. You will be there. Listen.
You're saying Arsenal
philosophy
before United. Let's go.
Philosophy is out the window when your attack's worth a lot of money. Like philosophy goes out the window. You're here to win now.
You don't have to have philosophy.
You must deliver
to win a game. I'm just saying, what is your philosophy? I'm not saying you needed to win a game.
Their philosophy is to win now.
Chelsea didn't have philosophy for 20 years. We just sacked the coach and because somebody knew we were winning trophies. You don't have to have a philosophy to win a game. Chelsea was just signing and sacking and signing coaches.
If you look at that United team, a lot of them are either in their prime years or they're, close, or they're old enough to be unexperienced enough. That team is built to Erik ten Hag. He's a winner. He's a winning manager. So, yeah, Man United have to win. Like, the pressure's on Arsenal. The pressure's on, I think next season for me, the pressure's on Arsenal, Man United, obviously Man City, and I'm going to say Liverpool. I think there's pressure on Chelsea, but I don't think there's pressure on Chelsea to win the league or anything like that. I think it's more so...
Leave my young boys, let them chill.
I think, listen, there's pressure on... I don't want to hear Mohammed say we have to wait and see. No, pressure.
Now, you guys just spent almost...
we will have pressure. We will have pressure.
Yeah, we'll see. But I hear y'all. That's a good episode.
That's it.
Back again, man. You catch us. We'll probably be back again this week, man. Probably do another episode Friday. Then we should be back on Sunday as well. So y'all tap in, man. Appreciate you, Fawaz. Appreciate you, Memphis. We outside.